restaurant quality gourmet meals delivered straight to your home. Choose from over 50 plus gourmet meal options cooked by world-class chefs and delivered frozen, ready to eat within minutes and no commit. Welcome to the One Shop Gourmet Food Delivery, specializing affordable options to eat right and feel great. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Every ingredient is handpicked to the highest standard. And why you should buy from homebistro.com? Restaurant quality made with natural ingredients delivered right to your door. Overnight shopping is available. Diabetic, paleo, heart health, and vegetarian options to eat. Doing business since 1999. Courteous, knowledgeable, and professional support. Complete PCI compliant SSL security ordering and great meals. Choose from some of my favorite dishes: the Mediterranean chicken with orange honey sauce, the charbroiled chicken romesco, or the grilled chicken breast with sweet and spicy vegetables. No matter what you choose, you can't lose with homebistro.com. Eat great, feel good, and save some money with homebistro.com. Hit the link in the description section below for more information. Who that family? Check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who That Too.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who that to the black and gold family, man. Now it's time for another installment. Monday episode, TSC New Orleans Saints 2021 Final Mock Draft. We in the building. The Sports Coma representing. We in this thing. Big ups to the great Saint Tank. Salute to the black and gold nation. We in the building. What's happening, fam? Big ups to the family members. Thank y'all for chiming in on this installment of the show. Much love to you guys. We appreciate y'all being here on the live stream on this fantabulous Monday. I hope you guys had a very good Monday. I had a pretty good Monday myself. I hope you did as well. So much love to the great Saint Tank and the rest of the entire Who Dat Nation. Much love to the family. Please feel free to hit upon the like button. If you hadn't hit the like button, smash the like button. If you are not a subscriber, subscribe. Join the great Saint Tank, the realest black and gold members in the business. The smartest, most certainly the most intelligent. So if you're tired of debating with unintelligent Saints people, join the great Saint Tank. Let me tell you something. The people that have you pulling all your damn hair out. You know, don't debate with unintelligent Saint people. I'm just going to keep it real with you. It's not a recipe that is going to bode well for your ass. So thank the families for joining here. Much love to the family. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Like I always say, Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q chiming in this one. This one's called TSC New Orleans Saints 2021 Final Mock Draft. We in the building. And this is my final one. Of course, later on this Thursday, will be the first round of the 2021 NFL Draft. The Saints will be on the board with the 28th pick in the first round. We'll cover the entire draft here on Thursday. So I hope you guys get your popcorn, get your beer, your chips, your chicken wings, your veggie wraps, whatever you got, bring it on and watch the draft with the Sports Coma live and direct. We'll be taking calls from the family members with their thoughts on who the Saints should select. And we're going to just go all in, man. We're going to have a fantastic time over the next 3 days. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be the entire draft coverage by yours truly, DC and Swade, and all the families will chime in, and especially you guys will be in the building as well, chiming in. So just a programming note for the rest of the family members. Slade Smith, who that to you? Good to see you in the chat. First in there, Slade, big ups to your brother Jared Poor Jr. is in the building. Brother Byron is in the building as well. Who that to your family? Torrey Shepard Sr. is in the building. What's up, brother Torrey? Who that to your fam? Thank you for being here as well. Who else we got chiming in this thing? Alex, what's up, Alex? Big ups to Alex. Who that to your fam? Much love to you. Appreciate you being in the building there as well, Alex. Who else we got? What's up, True Hurts? Who that to your fam? Much love to you. Much love to you. And who that to you? What's up, Muse, baby? Who that to you? Much love to Muse in the building, dropping by. Much love, my baby. Big ups to you. What's up, brother? What's brother Joey's in the building? Joey and Isabella is in the building. What's up, brother Joey? Who that to you, man? Appreciate your family. Thank you for being here as well. Slade say everyone at ESPN is picking Asante Samuel Jr., cornerback from Florida State. He is worth the pick in the first round. A lot of people talk about his size, but he's a player, man. He is a player. He's scrappy. He's intelligent. He's undersized, but that's why he's so good, man. If you gave that guy a couple of inches, he'd be one of the top 3 cornerbacks in this draft. He's fundamentally sound. He has to be because of his height issues. He's vertically challenged, as they say. But, boy, he can jump high. He's athletic. I mean, I like Asante Samuel, man. I think his father got him prepared for the game. And, listen, he's going to be just as good as his dad was, man, for many years. So big ups to the rest of the family members. What's up, Ja? Who that to you, Ja, chiming in as well. Who that? Josh. What's up, Josh? Big ups to you. What's up, Isaac? Who that to your fam? Thank you for stopping by as well. And big ups to the rest of the Great Saint Think Tank family. What's up, Tech Saint? What's up, fam? How you doing, brother? Good to see you in the chat as well. Gabriel Thomas. What's up, Gabe? Who that to your fam? GM Kev is in the building. What's up, GM Kev? He said, I got a feeling we're going to snatch Kelvin Joseph. Would love to have Kelvin Joseph. Mocked him several times. I think this is mock number 6, the final one. I think I mocked him in 5 and in 4 because, I mean, you put the tape on, he's awesome. He has speed, size, he's physical, and he has the right type of mentality I would like our cornerbacks to have. We don't need guys, docile cornerbacks like Patrick Robinson or P.J. Williams. They get burnt, they just turn around and walk away like it was supposed to happen. When you get burnt, you're supposed to have some kind of feeling about it. You're supposed to be pissed off. You're supposed to get out there and say, man, I'm taking it to this guy. And then PJ or Patrick Robinson go out there and get burnt again. Aren't you tired of your cornerbacks being toasted? Aren't you tired of that? Well, listen, if you're not, I am. I'm tired of these goddamn cornerbacks getting turned around on the rotisserie rack every time, especially P-Rob and PJ Williams. I'm just tired of seeing it. Really, I am. What's up, Hennessy? Big ups to Hennessy Bastion in the building. What's up, my brother? Good to see you in the chat as well. Latrell Pollitt's in the building. What's up, brother Latrell? He says Saints going to shock everyone and draft a punter. Last year, somebody said that, man. I won't say it was JT or somebody who said that, man. One of the family members said, Q, they're going to take an offense. They're going to take a center in the draft watch. And they got Ruiz, too. And a family member called that out like 2 or 3 weeks prior to the draft. They're going to take a center, Q, watch. And I said, man, come on. Ruiz. Amazing. I'm expecting more of an intelligent draft this year. I really am, man. We have no choice. All right. What's up, Willa? Big ups to you, Willa. Thank you for being here, fam. Much love to you. Appreciate you stopping by as well. And Brother Isaac says, trade for Julio Jones, bring back Quan Alexander on a reasonable contract, then concentrate on cornerbacks and inside defensive linemen. I don't think the Saints. I mean, who would you trade? Who you think that Atlanta will want? Who would you trade? Who would be the trade that you would send to Atlanta for Julio Jones? Now, I did see the news that people were inquiring about Julio. I don't think the Atlanta Falcons are in the market of trading them. They are people inquiring about him. But who would you send to Atlanta for Julio? Who would they want? I mean, remember, they got to take whoever you offering. And then Julio has a big contract, man. So the only one I see you possibly saying we send Isaac is are you sending Mike out there or are you keeping Mike? You gonna pair Mike and Julio Jones together? Who you send that you think they would like? Because I don't know. The money is funny. I love Julio. I like Julio Jones. I just think he gets hurt. He misses way too many games, man. And like I said, I don't think he's the best receiver out there anymore. I think it's Kelvin Ridley. That's who I think it is Ridley. But we'll see. Thanks for the comment, fam. Big ups. Mew says she excited. Everybody's excited about the draft. We're finally in draft week, fam. We're finally in draft week. And in this, it's for real. So Thursday, like I said, what's up, 985 Live? Big ups to you, fam. 985 Live in the building. What's up, fam? Where you been at, man? Big ups to you, brother. Big ups to you. Thank you for stopping by here as well. So big ups to you. And then when 985 Live pop up, 985G is also popping up. So the 985s, just give them a shot in just straight up. So big ups to the family members. So that's my only thing, fam. Like when we talk about that, who would you give up for Julio Jones? I don't know. And remember, that's a lot of money. If you take both of those guys. Jim Kev says with the 28th pick, the Saints select Tommy Kramer, guard from Notre Dame. I hope not, man. I sincerely hope not, man. We got to be smarter this year with these damn picks. Latrell says, seems like draft week took forever. I know, bro. It's finally here, though. It is here. And this is the last mock draft that I could have did another one, but I was like, you know what? The hell with it. We in draft week. Rush Hour, big ups to you, fam. Thank you for stopping by as well. Much love to you. And to the entire Great Saint Think Tank and the rest of the Who Dat Nation, please feel free to smack the like button. Smack the hell out of it if you hadn't already done so coming into the chat. All right. Daniel says, what's up, Daniel? Big ups to you, fam. He said Davis Mills is pro-ready style QB. I was watching film on him because I think you told me that before, Daniel. I remember you was talking about him and several other family members, I think, including my boy KT, was talking about Davis Mills. He's like, look him up, Q, because he's like the guy in the middle there that nobody's really talking about, Davis Mills, because he don't have a large size sample of plays because he was injured and he stepped in for somebody. So he don't have a lot of film on him, according to what I was looking at. But he got the size from what the tape that I seen on Davis Mills from Stanford is that he has the height. He's 6'4". He's about 217-ish, 17, 220. So good weight on him. He can throw the deep ball, got a very pretty deep ball to him. Is a bit erratic at times with his intermediate passing. But, I mean, he is a guy with a lot of interesting tangibles that you might want to look at with Davis Mills. So I wouldn't be mad to have Davis Mills or like I said, I like one of my favorite third tier level quarterback, because you got the first tiers. Y'all guys know who that is. That's from Trevor Lawrence to the quarterback from Alabama. Then after that, you have guys like Kyle Trask. You have guys like Kelly Mond. Guys like that fall in the second tier. And then, of course, the third tier guys would be guys like Davis Mills, guys like Sam Ellinger, Ian Book, Jamie Newman. Who else they got? Well, you could put Jamie Newman. Some people put him in the bottom of the second tier of the quarterbacks in the draft. But there are other really interesting quarterbacks, like at the bottom of the third tier level, guys like Felipe Franks, who was promising until he had a series of injuries. Big quarterback and throw the deep ball. when he looked good, man, Felipe Franks is something else, but he had all those injuries, man, that kind of slowed his college career down and dropped him to the bottom of a lot of the prospect lists. So, but Mills is interesting, man. We gonna take a look at him, yeah. But from what I've seen on tape, he's pretty decent. But to be honest with you, Daniel, the guy that I like a lot, besides Ellinger, obviously I've been touting Ellinger, is I've been watching more and more film on Ian Book out of Notre Dame. And I got to say, man, I'm one of the dudes, I keeps it real deal Holyfield. That's me. That's what I always say. And I live by that. And I got to give it to you, man. Ian Book looks good on every time I watch him on film. He looks better and better. His decision making. He's a little quarterback, about 6 feet tall. Need to put some weight on his ass, some muscle. But man, he's a proven leader. He's highly efficient, very accurate, really intelligent. And you might want to pay attention to Ian Book. And I like Ellinger. Ellinger kind of is the Drew Brees. He's Drew. Drew mentors that kid. He follows Drew path out of Texas, went to the high school, broke Drew's records. He mimics Drew's game. But his game is more physical than Drew. It's like a mixture of a college version of Drew and the physicality of like a younger Taysom Hill, because he'll lower his shoulder and run over. He's 6'1", 220. So he's girthy. He's not afraid to take a shot. But like I said, I like some of these second and third tier guys as well. It's be interesting to see where Kyle Trask falls. Because a lot of people got a bottom of the first round grade on Kyle Trask sneakily. They're not talking about Trask, but he could be a quarterback that is at the top of the second or at the back end of it depends, man. Like I said, they're not talking a lot about those guys. Saints dropped some nuggets on. Be interested to see where that goes with that. Slay say everyone got their jerseys fluff. Yep, draft night's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. 3 days of NFL football, and we're going to be here to cover it with the rest of the family members. So big ups to everybody in the building. What's up, Slim Salt? Who that to your fam? Says, who that fam? I'm a new subscriber to your podcast. Hype for the draft. What's up? Welcome everybody in the Great Saint Think Tank. Please feel free to welcome our newest family member into the live stream. Slim South 504. Thank you for subscribing, my brother. Appreciate you being here. And that's what we do on the Sports Coma. We big about recognizing the family members, man, because without you guys, we don't have a show. It's just me sitting up here talking to myself. We just sit up here having a good old conversation. So thank you, Slim South. Who that to you, brother? And appreciate you being here. And welcome to the family, my friend. Thank you. All right. And if they got other family members out there that's new subscribers, please say so, and we'll recognize you the same way like brother Slim South 504. Thank you, fam. All right, so let's keep it going here as well. Derek says, what's up, brother Derek? He says, what's up from San Diego, West Coast? Who that to you, brother Derek? Thank you for joining us. Derek Isaac, who that from the West Coast? Good to see them. The family members all over the place chiming in. Good to see y'all. Appreciate the family stopping in. All right, let's see what else we got there to show some love to and appreciation to. All right, big ups to the rest of the family members chiming in as well. All right, let's see. We got brother Dada is in the building. What's up, Dada? Good to see you in there, my brother. Big ups to you. Brother Tremal's in the building. What's up, brother Tremal? Who that to your fam as well? Much love to you. And we got I want to pronounce this properly. Tahino Lamano. I hope I said that right, my friend. Who that to you? Thank you for being here. And ask the question, what do you think about the wide receiver? What about wide receiver in second or third round? I don't think that's the third round to me probably would be better. But once again, it depends on who's falling to you. And I don't know where Coach Payton sees the value of the wide receiver position. Like if there's a guy like a Terrence Marshall, because listen, if Terrence Marshall falls to you in the bottom of the first round, if I'm operating the draft, I'm taking him. I'm just keeping it real. Like, why, Q? Because, Traquan Smith is on the back at the final year of his rookie deal. And then after that, you got undrafted, unproven guys who have potential. But wouldn't you love to have Mike, who has 3 years or 4 years left on his deal, and then you pair him with a 6'3", 210-pound wide receiver who runs every route in the tree, who runs a 4.38. Are you kidding me? Who has ridiculous wingspan that can get yeah. It depends on who falls to you, but if you can catch a Terrence Marshall Jr. at the back of the first round or in the second round for that matter, which I don't think he makes it out of the second round, but they have a lot of talented wide receivers in this draft. And it's a good call that the Saints could go draft a wide receiver in the third round as well. It depends on what we see there. Me personally, I would like to tool up that defense. But if Coach Payton's making the picks, he probably is going to take an offensive weapon. But Terrence Marshall would be a dog for the Saints. I would love to see Terrence Marshall Jr. and Mike Thomas. Oh my goodness, it's just awesome. Thanks for the question, Tehono. Tehino. Hope I said your name right, fam. Sometimes I butcher names, man. I'm sorry if I did. All right. Just working. All right. I got you, brother. Got to feed them churn. I got you, bro. Daniel said, I watch Ian Book's Prodigy, and man, he says mechanics and all. Yeah, I know, bro. That's what I'm saying. The more I like on Ian Book, I like Ian Book. I got to tell the family that. Now, I like Sam Ellinger a lot because I would, if people wanted to say, okay, a clone of a college Drew Brees, not the Hall of Fame Drew, but a college Drew, I would like to say Sam Ellinger is that guy. But man, listen, Ian Book might not have ties to Drew Brees, but my goodness, his intelligence, his accuracy, how he operates the huddle, his efficiency, he's a winner. I mean, the guy, the more I see about Ian Book, I absolutely love. I think as Saints would be good to go with him as well. I'm not going to sit here and just clutter for Ellinger, but Ian Book looks awesome, man, on film. Every time I watch more film on him, I'm just taken back by that kid, man. I really am. What's up, Tasha, baby? Who that to you? Good to see Simply Tasha in the building. And big ups to my dog, Big Sean there, Tasha. As well. Who that to the family? Thank y'all for being in here and stopping by. Much love. Daniel says Kellen Mond is one of my favorite. He's a winner. Yeah, I like Kellen Mond. I just don't like them stupid ass shoulder pads. Oh, them dumb ass shoulder pads, man. That's what throw me off about Kellen Mond, man. I'm like, what's wrong with his shoulder pads? Did somebody run over Kellen's shoulder pads with their car, the buggy or something? What's wrong with your shoulder pads, Kellen? Man, my goodness, man. Get some shoulder pads, brother. I hope you don't carry them stupid ass shoulder pads into the NFL. Devin C. Who that says Trask was in convo with Heisman. Pretty damn good QB. Florida has no defense to help the man. He was throwing for all kind of stuff. I'm going to be honest with you. For Florida, man. And one of the top offenses in college last year with Trask at the helm. I mean, just keeping it real. He is a winner as well, a big quarterback that can throw every pass, including has a mean, accurate deep ball. And they talk about he don't have a big arm and all this. And I'm like, man, listen, bro. The scouts can tell you one thing. You can believe the scouts if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's good to go look at the film yourself. And when I go, that's why when you hear me breaking down and looking at certain players, I be sitting up here saying to myself, well, I don't agree about that. I don't think, y'all hear me saying that from time to time. Y'all will hear me say, nah, that's not what that's no, I don't believe that. No, not this. Nah, that's not true. This is what, and because they got to say stuff, weaknesses on the man. They got to say something. But, they talk about player must get stronger. Every college player that goes into the NFL must get stronger. Well, la-dee-da, come on, man. Every last one of them. It's very rarely you're going to see a college guy come out of college as strong as an NFL player. I mean, very rarely. It happens from time to time, but not often. It don't happen all the time. Alex says, who that? Okay, thank you, Alex. What's up, Brother Donovan? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat, as well as the rest of the family members. Welcome in, Brother Slim South at 504. All right, let's see. What's up, Fly Trey? What's good with you, fam? Good to see you in the chat as well. Big ups to you. All right. Will R says, Big Q, if we draft Short Bus Sammy. Oh, there you go. Say, Will R, bro, are you related to KT, bro? Is this you might know brother KT because he calls him the same thing. He said, if we draft Short Bus Sammy, I'm going to be. Eric, what's up? What's wrong with Short Bus Sammy? I mean, you know what? I'm sorry. I wasn't even supposed to say that. See, y'all got me up here calling the man the wrong stuff. I don't call him Short Bus Sam. I actually think you're pretty good prospect as a quarterback. Thank you for that, Will R. Big ups to you. All right, what's up, Luke? He says, sup? He says, Scout with Clout in the build. What's up, brother? Good to see you in the chat, Luke. Much love to you, fam. Appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, you know what? Elijah Moore, bro, is growing and going up the list. Like before, you had a few people there, and Moore was like middle of the pack. He's ascending, man, like a rocket, man. In a rocket, a lot of the prospects have him as the third or fourth best wide receiver in the entire draft. He's just skyrocketing, just taking off. Boy, is he growing. I'm like, man, look at Elijah Moore. He's good, but I was like, damn, his stuff is he just going through the roof right now. JT, what's up, JT? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Much love to brother JT as well. Thank you for being here. Daniel says Ashanti Sam is a chippo. Yeah, I know I like Ashanti. They talk about his size, but the kid could play ball. You know what I'm saying? All right. Luke says Marshall has some medicals coming this week. He's going to fall into the second. Thank you. What's up, DJ Phil Cole? Who that to you, fam? Big ups to you as well. All right. Tohono says Hino Lamano says, who that all the way from Sacramento. Big ups to you, fam. Thank you for being with us all the way from Sacktown, California in the building. Big ups to you, fam. Thank you for stopping by as well. Much love. All right, who else we got chiming in here? I'm going to run down these right quick. I thought so. I thought as much. Brother Willard. I thought as much. Oh, and guess who in the building? KT's in the building. KT's in the building. What's up, KT? What's up, Leo? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat, fam. He said, who you think we drafting, bro? Well, depends who's there, bro. The common logic when you sitting that far back in the draft is you got that big old board up there of your favorite players, 1 to whatever it is, and then everyone that's drafted, the Saints draw a line through them. And then it gets to 1, if he's still up there, they take him. Hopefully that's not an offensive lineman. Hopefully it's a skill player, a defensive back. But the question is, do you go need or do you go availability? Because toward the back end of the draft, most of the times they take the best player on the board, when you're sitting that far back. So, I mean, if that's the case, it could be somebody all other than a need position. But the cornerbacks are so deep, it's hard for me to see the Saints not going in the cornerback situation. Perhaps Zaven Collins, the fantastic linebacker from Tulsa, slips down to the 28. How about Caleb Farley, the fantastic top-ranked cornerback from Virginia Tech, who had back surgery? Does that drop him in the draft to 28? Because if that happens, it's very hard for me to see the Saints bypassing Farley if he's there at 28. That is a huge value because he's listed as at one time, he was listed as the best cornerback in the draft prior to the surgery over Patrick Surtain Jr. So, I mean, it's interesting to see how it go, but we'll see, bro, how it shakes. Me personally, I probably would, if somebody falls to me that's not in a position of need, being that I have 8 picks, I might be able to say, you know what, let me go and get this guy because he fits a need. Might not be this year, but next year, like say, for instance, the Terrace Marshall Jr. falls to you at a certain position. And you like, man, I might not be able to pass him up. Or if ATN, the running back from Clemson, falls to you, you might not pass him up. I mean, it's just, it depends, my brother, but I appreciate your question there. I mean, I'm going to show you who I think my last mock draft, I'll show that to you today as well. So thank you for that question. What's up, Claude? Who that to you, fam? Thank you for being here as well. Who that King? What's up, fam? Appreciate you. To the Who That King as well. Much love to you as well. Luke says, check out the draft blog. Okay, watch here's my rankings pop. Thank you, Luke. And okay, thank you. Pete, check out Luke's draft blog as well. Thank you, Luke. Revolt Control. What's up, fam? Big ups to my dog, Revolt. Big ups. Appreciate you as well. All right, let's keep going down here as well. Let me get the rest of the family members as well. Okay, Derek. Thank you, Derek. Derek says a Debo. Yeah, Paulson a Debo in round 2. I wouldn't be mad at that big physical cornerback right there. He's rising up the draft boards too. There's a lot of really good cornerbacks, man. A lot of good cornerbacks. I had the on the Lattimore show, I did like a undrafted jewels, about 6 or 7 of them, man. There are a lot of really good ones in this draft, man, that people are not even talking about. We talking about the top ones, but there are a lot of in-between guys, man. I'm telling you, a lot of really good ones. Rush Hour said, do you know what was done with Alexander? Did we keep him? No. Quan is an unrestricted free agent. He's rehabbing, and word on the street is the Saints are supposed to, he's supposed to, the Saints interested in signing Quan back after a physical. After he passes his physical, that won't happen until right before training camp. So you got a little ways to wait on the Quan Alexander situation. All right, Seabrook, what's up, fam? Big ups to you on there. All right. I got you, KT. All right, thank you for the question there, Rush Hour. We got a few super chats here. Let me make sure I got the super chats to the family members. What's up, fam? If we don't get them, what's up, Deborah? Big up there. Thank you for being there. Who that to you? Farouk Obasi. What's up, Farouk? Big ups to you, fam. KT, thank you for the super chat. Says Collins, Joseph, Shelvin, Robert Rochelle. Yeah, I like him, man. Monty Rice, Fahoko, Book, Puka. Yes. That's a great draft, KT. That's a great draft. Collins gives you a linebacker that could play next to Demario Davis that could push Zach Bowen. Then you can even use him at defensive end. He's 6'4", 260-ish. He'll be a weapon for Ryan Nielsen. Kelvin Joseph. You know I love Kelvin Joseph from Kentucky, from Baton Rouge kid. Tall, physical, mean streak, won't let you play with him. Tyler Shelvin, nose tackle, replaces Malcolm Brown. Love it. Rochelle, cornerback, real 6 feet, great speed, fundamental. Nobody's talking about him. Monty Rice for Hoko, Book the quarterback, and Puka Williams, the all-purpose running back / wide receiver weapon. Love that draft, KT. Thank you for that. All right. What's up, Inevitable? Big ups to your fam. Much love to you. Thank you for being here as well. All right. Revolt says, keep Kellerman away from my team. All right. What's up, Tasha? Thank you for your super chat, baby. She said, all you need to hit that like button. Thank you, Tasha. All this talk to you, do you have do makes him have to sip? Oh, well. So, Tasha, you'll see me sipping at first, then it's all gone, and then I'm talking the whole rest of the way. I don't have my spare jug up here. I usually have my little spare jug up there. But you know it, I ain't drinking nothing. I made me some lemonade, so that's all that's in my cup. But I might have something a little stronger when the draft roll around. All right, thank you, Tasha. Big ups to you. Ramsey, what's up, fam? Says, who that Q excited about finally draft week? This will be a draft party at We That Wings. Also, I'm waiting to hear from Bro Willie this week. Oh my goodness, he coming. You said that and Willie gonna pop up here. All right, thank you. What's up, Josh? Big ups to you, fam. Much love to you. Thank you for being there. Steve Young, how about that? I didn't see that comparison, but I wouldn't be mad about that. The guy is fantastic, man. I got to give it to you in book. He is fantastic. I got to say it. Tramal says Farley might drop out of the first round. I think if he gets to 28, it's a possibility New Orleans could pick him up. He's 6'2". According to what I was saying on him, this surgery is what you thinking it was. And if he falls there, man, the Saints will have a hard time resisting picking up that Farley if he gets down to him like that. All right, let's keep it going here. And the rest of the family members, thank y'all all for being in the building. As we roll out, we'll make sure I got everybody shout out before we get going as well. Thank you, Tasha. All right, appreciate the super chats, family. So with that being said, family, this one's called the TSC New Orleans Saints 2021 Final Mock Draft, and I've done 6 of them all together. This is my 6th and final one. And I'm going to share with the family members, and we'll get going on that as well. So, I mean, also there's an article I wanted to go over with the family members. I'll share my screen momentarily, and we'll go over a article from, I think that's from Saints Wire. I want to say it's from Saints Wire. And we'll go over it. Yep, there it is right there. So we'll put it up on the screen there. This one's from Saints Wire. It says, Did Saints blundering 2018 draft set back the franchise? I just wanted to cover this one to be the only one that I covered right here. So right, well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of the family members run away from stuff like, excuse me, stuff like that. When you say cornerback with back issues, people know, but you got to understand it wasn't as bad as it sounds. You know, he wasn't getting an epidermal or nothing. You know who gets epidermals and runs around and catches passes, and he's a man, and he don't want to wear the watches, and he goes to the club after rushing for 6 touchdowns, and he gets epidermals. It's very strange world we live in. Byron says my draft picks are Marshall, Anthony Schwartz, Joseph Farley, Ellinger, Collins, Etienne. How about that? Man, that's fantastic. I would love to see all those players on the team. Yep, thank you, Inevitable. Yep. Well, thank you, Dada. Appreciate Brother Dada. He says everybody hollering Campbell, Newman, Collins, Samuel, Farley, Joseph will be there. He says, what will it be if they're gone? Well, I like Campbell, but their other one, Trill Williams, is another one, Brother Dada, you might want to look at. Trill Williams is another dude from Syracuse. Manafanu, I think he'll be there in the second and third level. There's quite a few really good cornerbacks that'll be that's available in this draft. If some of the higher ups, but there'll be a run in between the second and third rounds into the fourth because there are a lot of really good solid ones. Just people not really talking about them, like the top 5 or 6 of them. We talk about Surtain or Ashanti Samuel. These brothers come with names already because of their NFL dads. Even Alex Molden's son, former garbage first-round draft pick out of, Oregon State. Alex Molden's son is in this draft. We're not hearing too much on him. He's about around the same size as, I know he's a little shorter than his father. But I was watching film on Alex Molden's son, and he's actually not a bad cornerback. He's just undersized. So there are quite a few of them in here. You can get value on the cornerbacks in this draft, no doubt about it. You don't want to wait too late, though. You know what I mean? I agree with you on that. All right. So with that being said, fam, we're going to cover this one. Okay, yeah. Ramondre Stevenson. Yeah, I was watching film of him too. Very nasty runner there, Kev. I was looking at him, man. All right, let's look into this article, fam. Then we'll jump into my mock draft here. Did the Saints blunder in 2018 draft set the franchise back? Because this is a little something going into the draft. And of course, the Saints used 2 first-round draft picks to move up to get Davenport. And I'm a Davenport advocate, so I'm not going to bash Davenport. I still say Davenport is a guy that the verdict is still out. Now, it ain't looking good so far right now, but the verdict is still out on Davenport. Last year, he had an opportunity to step up and do something. What's up, Goonie? What's up, Goonie? 300 is in the building as well. Big ups to your fam. Thank you for stopping by as well. But in my opinion, I think the jury is still out on old Davenport right now. Last year, if he would have stepped up and did something, last year toward the back of the year, he was finally healthy after missing a month worth of games as a start of the season, and he could not unsee Trey Hendrickson because Trey was balling. Let's just be honest. But Davenport was a situational pass rusher. He didn't really do anything. He had a few plays here or there, but I was expecting him to get busy just like Carl Granderson did. Carl had 5 sacks last year. Davenport, he had like 3 sacks, 3.5 or something like that. Whatever it was disgusting. But he's finally healthy. He's going to have a full offseason healthy. The job is his currently. He has to do something that he hasn't done the entire summation of his young career. That is stay healthy. Remember when they took Davenport, he was hurt. And people say, what? Yes. The day after Davenport was drafted, the Saints, he had surgery. And I think it was a hand issue that he had. So he came in. It was a bad omen from the start. But I'm thinking Davenport can have a similar career as Danielle Hunter. If you know anything about Danielle Hunter's career, he was extremely raw, just like Davenport was. Had a lot of promise and potential out of LSU. He was extremely raw. Over the first few years, he had some injury issues he had to overcome, but then he had a string of years where he just blew the NFL wide open, started racking up sacks and doing all kind of stuff. Now, then he got hurt last year, but he had great value. And I'm saying the similar pattern with him, and I'm hoping that also is the case for Davenport. He has a similar trajectory as Danielle Hunter did, being that they started out almost the same way. Let's get into the article, though. The Saints were riding high going into the 2018 NFL Draft, having revitalized the team around a stellar rookie haul the year before. It's time for our 2020 NFL Draft countdown to look back on the class that, well, hasn't quite met expectations, and the previous entries are right there. But let's look at some of the stuff that he's talking about in the context. New Orleans rebuilt itself on the fly by nailing early round picks on Alvin Kamara, Ryan Ramczyk, Marshawn Lattimore, Marcus Williams, which helped lift the Saints to a promising playoff run. If not for the last-second loss to the Vikings, they might have gone even further. So it was paramount for the Saints to reinforce areas of strength while doing some planning for the future. To start, they reloaded on offense by bringing back Ben Watson, Jermon Bushrod, while adding Demario Davis. Von Bell still hadn't won a starting job, so they brought Kurt Coleman in. Remember that disaster? And Kurt Coleman. It also set the Saints up to go well into the draft and select the best player available. Those questions surrounding their plan at quarterback lingered. Why would it linger? Because, who they passed up on to go after this kid was Lamar Jackson. The Saints moved up to that pick, and Lamar Jackson was sitting right there. And I thought that the Saints went up to get Lamar Jackson. I think Drew Brees at the time was, what was he? 39 years old, and I'm like, okay, he's 39, gonna be 40. Lamar Jackson. No, Marcus Davenport. I was like, what the hell is this? I remember that was my exact words. What the hell? Who is this Davenport? You know what? And I'm like, man, we could have gotten a guy in the second or the third round. They had some pretty good edge rushers in that draft. But nonetheless, that's our revisionist history, correct? But this is how this draft looked. Let's take a look at the 2018 draft. Marcus Davenport. Remember, the Saints gave up multiple picks to move up to get Davenport, who has not kind of ended up doing what he was supposed to do. We did get Traquan Smith, who looked really good last year, who had his best pro season last year. Now he comes into the final year of his deal, and we're going to see what Traquan Smith is doing. That's why I don't think Coach Payton takes a wide receiver early. Unless one really good fall to him, then he might take him. But he wants to see, he drafted Traquan Smith because he had a vision that Traquan Smith and Michael Thomas could play together. Traquan Smith would be the vertical route. And listen, if anything, I know people going to boo-hoo Traquan Smith's ass into the ground. I know. But understand and know this before you run Traquan into the ground. Traquan Smith's vertical asset portion of his game comes into play with Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill, whoever you like, put at the quarterback position. It introduces the vertical game where we could throw the ball downfield. That's Traquan's mainstay. That's what he built his college tape on. If you go back and watch his footage, he's that guy that goes downfield, streaking guy, catches those balls, and he's gone. So Traquan Smith's game, she should have a very smooth transition into that vertical offense that the Saints will use off the back of the play action run. So Davenport, very much a question mark there. Traquan Smith in the final year has to show up. Had a pretty decent, respectable, one of his best years this past season. I'm looking forward to Traquan Smith balling. Now, can he stay healthy? That's another question. He has no choice but the ball. 1 year left, right? And then, of course, the rest of it goes haywire. The rest of these picks go absolutely haywire. From round 4 through 6 picks, 127, they got Rick Leonard, who was a former defensive lineman converted to offensive tackle from Florida State. He was a 4th-round pick. The Saints put that man in the goddamn street the same year. Round 5, pick 164, Natrell Jamerson. Remember Natrell? He was a safety. The Saints tried to convert that man to a cornerback. I said it. They tried to convert him to a cornerback. It didn't work. They put him in the street. I think Jameson plays for the Panthers right now. But he was a guy that had all kind of speed. He worked on the kick return pumper. I was really excited about Natrell Jamerson. They did not practice squad these guys to give them enough opportunity to develop into anything. Then with the 6th pick, the Saints took cornerback Kareem Moore from Boston College and then put him in the street. He had good size, speed. He had a little attitude problem. He went to the Giants, had some success. As a matter of fact, got kicked off the Giants squad because he got into a domestic abuse thing with his girlfriend or whatever. So they kicked his ass off the team. So there you might have dodged a bullet with him. And then, of course, the second 6th-round pick they had, 201, was Boston Scott out of Law Tech. Remember him? Now, Boston Scott wasn't released from the Saints team like the previous guys I mentioned. He was actually stolen off the practice squad by the Philadelphia Eagles and is doing a damn good job with the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me tell you something. They plucked him off of our practice squad. Bo Scott. And of course, out of all the rest of those guys, all the guys in blue, you got Will Clapp, who was on the back end of the 7th round, who the Saints just signed to a 1-year deal, and he'll provide value at the guard or center. I'm thinking they're kind of elevating Will Clapp to the level what Nick Easton was, because they can't afford Nick Easton. Nick Easton's going to get a better offer from other teams, several other teams interested in him, and some of them might give him opportunity to start. And that's just something that the Saints can't pay that much money for him, and other teams going to give him a better opportunity. And I think Will Clapp was signed to kind of fit that role. We'll see what they do in the draft as well. But let's get into it. The grades. Now, this is what Kuiper said. Understand why the Saints traded up, but he couldn't endorse the strategy. Grade New Orleans with a C-. I wasn't exactly enthused about that draft, to be honest with you. Saints had one of the best intermediate return draft classes the past. We got a little sloppy the next year, to be honest with you. When we hit on Ryan Ramczyk and all that, then they also had Alex Anzalone. He had much talent in the slot than the factor in the 39-year-old quarterback, and you figure you might be willing to take a risk or two. Well, I get it. They have a big need. They're going for it. I also had a grade that I have to grade these in a vacuum. And by that measure, this class is a big question mark. The Saints gave up a whopper of a package, next year's 1st-round pick, and a 2018 5th-rounder to move up to take Davenport, a pass rusher out of Texas, San Antonio. The kids got upside, but that's serious value. This after they were already down a 2nd-rounder in this draft due to a previous trade. Traquan Smith picks 91 was a decent value at need position. Can't tell again, Jr. play forever. And Rick Leonard at 127 is an interesting bet at tackle. Kareem Moore, 189, has a chance to stick in the secondary, though it's not nearly as thin back there as it was a couple of years ago. Saints are a Super Bowl contender. It's clear that they feel added pass rush could help be a difference maker in the pursuit. If Breeze gets another Lombardi, it'll all be worth it. If not, they gave up a lot. Well, we know Drew's retired. He did not get another Lombardi. And that question still stands. Was it worth it? Andy Benoit of Sports Illustrated was optimistic, giving him a B-. New Orleans grades boosted a notch for the same reason. New England did. Instead of drafting a replacement for the still dominant legendary QB, the franchise drafted players who can immediately help their Super Bowl ready team. If Davenport provides a much needed edge rushing threat opposite of Cam, he pans out. New Orleans' long-awaited defensive surge for 2017 will stick for years to come. The only downside is Davenport's cost this year and next year's 1st-round pick, which is a huge haul. The rest of the draft provided depth with 3rd-round wideout Traquan Smith presenting the option, letting wideout Brandon Coleman soon leaving free agency after the season. Smith, like Coleman, and recently signed ex-Bear Cameron Meredith. Oh, my goodness, garbage. It's built for the seam balls and dig routes that define the Saints' passing game. And then, of course, the results. So a few observers expected the draft to bomb as badly as it did. Davenport has not developed from his rookie year. If anything, he's regressed, posting a pass rush productivity rating of 7.7 in 2020 after hitting 8.9 in 2019. He's not a bust, but he's also not an elite edge rusher the Saints expected. And none of the players the Saints picked in the rounds 4, 5, and 6 are still on the team, including their bewildering selection of Leonard at number 127. He didn't have a draftable grade from most scouting services and was quickly washed out of the Saints practice squad. They dropped the ball. But one player who was caught more flack than he deserved is Smith. He's been a good complementary receiver, doing much of the dirty work as a blocker and critical down target while scoring 4 of 6 touchdowns each year he's played in the NFL. That's a nice return for someone picked near the end of the 3rd round, even if he wasn't the game-breaking deep threat that fans had visions of upon his selection. Well, that'll change this year. Maybe he uncorks that ability now. The Saints have changed quarterbacks, no doubt about it. That will be interesting. So this is just a take on this upcoming draft, just to remind us, hopefully, we don't get into doing stuff like we did in the 2018 draft, reaching for Davenport. And this is going to be, what is Davenport? This is going to be his 4th year, I want to say. Isn't this his 4th year? So, I mean, time is ticking on Davenport. 2 first-round picks to get this guy. He got to turn in the big season. This is going to be a lot of pressure on him this year. He has to be healthy, and he got to kind of pick up and do what Trey Hendrickson did last year, to be honest with you. If he can do that, which Trey Hendrickson did, mimics Trey Hendrickson's actions, we might actually have something with Davenport. But like I said, family, I'm a guy I believe in Davenport. I think Davenport will eventually show up. Who that to you, Dedrick? Good to see you there. Big Irv, what's happening, fam? Good to see Big Irv in the building as well. He said, let Davenport walk after and keep Traquan for treat. I mean, you can't let him walk, bro. I mean, you gave up 2 picks. You got to see this thing to the end. I mean, that's what Coach Payton's going to say anyway. What's up, Clint? Big ups to you, fam. Good to see you in the building as well. Brandon Cormier, what's up, Brandon? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat as well. And big ups to Goonie. So with that being said, man, like I said, I just think, Davenport, we'll see what's going on with that. But Davenport is a lot of people saying he a bust. I'm not going to go that far yet. Trey says we may not have to deal with Julio anymore. He's up for trade during the draft. They're making way for Calvin Ridley. Well, that's a smart situation, but that's a hefty price tag on a Julio Jones. Very hefty. And I don't think the Saints won't participate. And we already got a big, heavy priced wide receiver already. Yeah, I agree, Alex. Me too. I want to see that too. I really want to see Davenport just stay healthy and ball, man. So he's healthy right now, and he'll have a full season. Hopefully he can come into the draft. Remember, he missed an entire month. He missed some of the training camp. He came in there and missed the entire first month of the season, the first 4 or 5 games of the season. I was like, man, this dude here, come on, man. That old saying about your best availability. But anyway, fam, we're going to get to the part of the show right now. We're going to get into the mock draft aspect. And as you can see, that's Mr. Newsom sitting on the screen there, as you guys could tell. And, of course, we're going to get into my mock, the previous mocks I did. But this time around, we're going to get into the mock draft, and we're going to break down the mock as it stands. So this is the final mock right here. As you can see, Greg Newsom is my guy. I picked him, and I did the final mock right there. And what I really like about Newsom, man, to be honest with you, is you put the tape on of this kid. And a lot of people feel like Newsom is a kid that, is a guy that's ready to start right now. He's physical. He's intelligent. He got a mean streak, and I like him a lot. In my current mock, Newsom fell to me, and I was happy about that because he gave an ability to put somebody next to Adam. Or if you go back and watch my previous show, I had drafted several defensive backs in the draft because I really do think that the Saints draft all the way back there in the defensive backfield needs help. I mean, really, truly, they do, fam. I mean, we could use a safety back there. If you look at it, we damn sure could use 2 cornerbacks as well. But in this draft, I was kind of thinking a little different. I decided to kind of do things a little differently in this draft, and I just decided to go with Newsom, and Greg Newsom fell to me with that call there. And I said, you know what? Let me get the kid. Physical kid, smart, intelligent, would be a good fit next to Laddie Daddy as well. Love the pick. Then this draft was real strange because I was able to get players from previous drafts I couldn't. Because Jabril Cox wasn't there in the second round. Somebody had grabbed him up. This mock draft was a little strange because I was able to then land on some of these guys. And I was able to get a guy like Jabril Cox in the second round. Now I know that's probably, that probably might not help in real life, but the reality, it happened in my mock draft, and I was able to land Newsom to play cornerback next to Laddie Daddy, and of course was able to then land Jabril Cox out of LSU, who's a big safety, he's a safety. He's 6'3", 230 pounds, but he has the same speed as a Devin White. He plays like those guys. And that's, if you're the Saints, that's what kind of people you want to have in your defense. And like I said, I think a lot of the Saints defense, it needs help at all 3 levels, because if something happens to Demario Davis, God forbid, y'all know we're going to have some problems. Y'all know, and I know, that we're going to have some problems. So Jabril Cox provides a guy that can play sideline to sideline. He's a missile. He's a seek and destroy guy, very high intelligent IQ person, high caliber person, very productive. He just put him in there and let him fly around and knock the piss out of people. So I got him with the second pick. In my third pick, I got Milton Williams out of Law Tech, which I really like Milton a lot. I think Milton Williams is a terrific player there. A lot of people have Milton Williams on draft boards listed as either the third, fourth, or fifth best defensive interior lineman in this draft. He's a guy that pushes the pocket. He's very polished. A lot of people not talking about Milton. And to be honest with you, NFL Networks has him listed as the third best defensive tackle in the draft. So, I mean, a lot of people might not know about Milton out of Law Tech, but I like Milton as well. So you can see my LSU and guys. So what that does is the first 3 picks for the Saints really open up some doors there because Newsome starts. Jabril will push Bourne for that job. And, of course, Milton Williams comes in and can start automatically next to David Onyemata. He's a guy that's just not a big lumbering, thuddering, slow defensive tackle. Milton pushes the pocket. He's 6'3", 280, but he's very fierce. He's very tough. Got a mean streak that I like watching on film. So I like Milton a lot. The next pick was Jamal Johnson, a safety out of Indiana. Now, what I like about Jamal Johnson, and some of these guys I had on my previous mocks. What I like about Johnson is the fact that he's a guy that can play either cornerback, he can play safety, but you can also use him as a nickel cornerback too. He's really intelligent, highly productive. He's a guy that come in there and knock the piss out of you, but he has really good speed as well. And like I say, very intelligent player. You can move him all the way around the field. He got a can-do mentality. I just like this kid, man. And I think I picked him up in the previous mock, but I just like the hell out of Jamal Johnson. I think that he gives you tremendous value coming in. I was like, okay, he's ranked as like the third best safety in the draft behind guys like Morig or the kid from Oregon. Some of those guys are listed there. So like I said, I like Jamal Johnson a lot. His particulars and measurables. He's about 6 feet tall, 205. Like I said, the guy could play nickel for you in the pen. I mean, I ain't gonna say he reminds me of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson because it's a little different skill set. Some things you can see him doing at the same level. But what I like about him, he's very intelligent. He's a very intelligent player. And that's what I really like about this kid. And then also, y'all got to remember, too, is that, Q, you took a safety. We got Davenport. They hadn't signed Davenport yet. That was a tag. All they did was tag him for 1 year. Now, when they work it out, there might be something. But remember, you got to think about who you got back there, too. And the other guy we got sitting back there behind him is Malcolm Jenkins. And Malcolm Jenkins, in my opinion, is probably the Saints probably going to end up releasing him after next year. He was the guy that the Saints picked up for the Super Bowl of bust year. Well, guess what? You got your ass busted. So ain't no need to keep him there and keep paying him that kind of money. So the Saints are eventually, in my opinion, going to move past him and find somebody else to play the position. So, I mean, that's what I was saying, man, that I think Jamal Johnson, if you draft him, he could play nickel, he could play behind. And think about who you got backing up your safeties now. I mean, think about it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the depth chart. Give me a second, family, because that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to put the goddamn depth chart up here so family members can understand where I be coming from, what I be thinking about. I'm like, man, listen, we don't have like the safety play. If you go behind, our secondary is old. Behind Lattimore and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, you got Patrick Robinson there. You don't have much else. Now, P.J. Williams is used in the capacity as a cornerback. We got issues because I know he's not a good cover cornerback. So they're going to try to use him in a role where he's versatile. But sooner or later, P.J. Williams is going to have to cover somebody. You just can't think you can put him somewhere and hide the fact that he can't cover because safety's eventually going to have to cover somebody. And plus, he's on a 1-year deal as well. So you're going to have to get a guy and bring him. This guy has 7 career interceptions and 406 career coverage snaps. So there's a lot of value in Jamal Johnson's game. And I'm going to get into his measurables because remember, every prospect list I got, a guy that I have on the list, I got a breakdown that I'll show the family members so they can get familiar with the guy. So with that being said, we're going to go into the next pick, which is Bobby Christensen out of BYU. I gave Coach Payton an offensive lineman. I think that, we could use a developmental tackle. I seen Ethan Greenwich plays last year. Prior to that, the year before that, I was impressed with Ethan Greenwich. Last year, I wasn't really impressed with Greenwich. I think Greenwich could use some competition, and I think big old Brady Christensen from BYU will be a guy that can come in and help. 6'5", big old guy, 300-pound plus guy. He's the guy. He served he was a 2-year church. He was on a 2-year church mission in New Zealand, doing church work. So he's a guy that has morals. He's a good dude. But he's big. He's strong. He's intelligent. He's got good footwork, and there's a few things he has to clean up. But I'm trying to give the offensive line some depth there, and we definitely could get the offensive line there, a run game coming, because if you have issues at the tackle position, man, we're going to have some problems. So I think Christensen can help there. The next pick, the 6th-round pick, is Patrick Jones, the second out of Pittsburgh. Now, he fell to me again. And preview, I was like, how does this kid keep falling? This is a hell of a player, Patrick Jones, the second out of Pitt. This dude here is awesome, man. They got a 5th-round grade on this dude. According to the NFL Network, I was able to get him in the 6th round. He fell to me, and I just love what the dude brings. 2 years. This is how they're not respecting this dude. His game reminds me, and I've said this before, of Cam Jordan. He reminds me of Cam Jordan. Let me give you some statistics on this kid. In 2 years, the dude has 17 and a half sacks, 25 tackles for loss, and 17 and a half sacks in 2 years, and he's a 5th-round grade. Now, why is he so low? Because he did have some issues with injuries and some other stuff that occurred, and they challenges his motor, which when I seen him on film, I like his motor. He going to pick up some size. He's 6'5", 6'4", 260 pounds, but he'll get stronger and faster. But he reminds me so much of Cam's game. For whatever reason, when I watch Patrick plays, he reminds me so much of Cam Jordan. But 17 and a half sacks in 2 years, man. Come on now. You can't bypass that. All right, let's look at the other pick there, the 7th-round picks now. The first one is Ian Book. And people like, Q, you pick Ian Book over Ellinger? Well, I got Jones, and I was like, man, Patrick Jones, Dan, when I did that, somebody grabbed Ellinger. So, I didn't see Ellinger there. Somebody grabbed him, but Ian Book was available. And I watched footage on Book, and I liked Book so much, I said, you know what? Let me grab on to Ian Book. And a lot of people don't know who this kid is because they're only talking about the big name quarterbacks. They're not going to talk about little old Ian Book out of Notre Dame. All he do is win, 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 win. Oh, the little what's the guy name? I forgot. DJ Khaled. All he do is win, win, win. That's who Ian Book is. You just put that song on when he hit the field, because that's all this guy do is win, win, win. The most winningest quarterback at Notre Dame, broke all kind of goddamn records over there. And remember, that's the same school that I think Joe Montana came from, Notre Dame. So that's saying a lot. If you're the most winning, and you took Joe's records down. But this kid's a winner, man. You put the film on of watching this guy plays. He's an absolute talent. Listen, if it came down between the two, who would I take between Book and Ellinger? It'd be a tough charge. But listen, I like both of them. But listen, Ian Book, to me, man, you cannot deny the film on Book. He does a lot of stuff well. I'm really impressed with Ian Book. Let's just keep it real. And of course, the final drafted person, I was going to see about drafting another cornerback, but I said, you know what? Let me get a Saints some help at defensive end again. Even though I sent Patrick Jones to him, let me get Will Bradley King there and send him to him, because you never know if something was to happen with Davenport. If he was there, he gets hurt. Remember, you lost Trey Hendrickson. So does Carl Granderson steps up into Trey Hendrickson's position? He had 5 sacks last year. Does Tano, the guy that was signed a 2-year deal, the Saints brung on from the Kansas City Chiefs, where does he play in this whole mixture? I personally think that Tanu plays at the position opposite of Davenport on the interior. I don't necessarily think that he will be the backup edge rusher for Cam or Davenport. I just don't see it unless Davenport gets hurt or something like that. I could see him in there, the NASCAR packages you need him. But why would that guy leave Kansas City where they was trying to re-sign him to another contract and he was starting over there to come here and be a backup? So I don't necessarily see that. My logic is I think he starts somewhere. I would say interiorly speaking, 6'7", 290. I think, and there's an opening at the defensive tackle position because Brown's gone. I think Tanu, the guy from Kansas City, he fits in that position. We'll see how it all shakes. That's just my call on it. And of course, Will Bradley King, 6'3", about 250. People see him more as a linebacker guy or whatnot, but I like the kid. I like him a lot. I like him on film. He's really active. He gets in the backfield. His specialty is tackles for loss. He also had 8.5 sacks and 49 tackles as well. In 2019, he received first-team honors. So this kid has some potential. He also can help you out on special teams. So with that being said, let me then show the family members. I'm going to move out of that, and I'm going to show the family members my call on let me see if I can bring the screen up right here. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to bring the screen up for the family members and give you the depth chart of why I'm thinking like I'm thinking. And remember, before you start doing mock drafts, take a look at the depth chart before you start making your mock because you'll see a lot. Now, as I can see, like I said before, I think the offensively speaking, the Saints this offense is pretty much set in stone. Now, they're going to add depth behind it, but the starters, in my opinion, are set unless a guy like Terrence Marshall, one of the top wide receivers, fall to knock Traquan Smith off of there and they draft him. I can see that happening. But for the most part, the offense is set. Mike Thomas, Traquan, Teron Armstead, Andrews Peak, McCoy, and Cesar Ruiz, in my opinion, will switch. One to guard, one to center, Ramczyk. And, of course, Troutman leapfrog Vanette. I don't know why they got Vanette ahead of him. But Troutman is the starter there. They got Taysom here. Either Winston or Taysom. People say it's Winston. Kamara, Latavius is on the trade block. Still officially, they didn't officially take him off the trading block. Does he get moved during the draft? Another question we'll get the answer to from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Of course, they re-signed Dwayne Washington, Ty Montgomery, and they got Tony Jones Jr. as a practice squad player. And then Alex Armah, the fullback, came from Carolina, will be a mainstay in this offense because he'll play fullback, H-back, tight end. He does it all. I even seen them line him up like a tight end in the slot. This dude is a beast, and Sean Payton signed this man. He gonna use him, and I'm really happy Coach Payton signed Alex Armah and got himself an athletic fullback that can fit that system better than that old lumbering Michael Burton did. So with that being said, defense is the call of the day for this draft, my humble opinion. You see Cam there, but remember Cam Jordan is plus side of 30. Only 7.5 sacks last year. He played the entire season. He was doubled. He was doubled, Q, but he was doubled. Tell me a year he wasn't doubled. He still had double sacks the previous years. So, you have to look at that from time to time. You don't expect Cam to do this forever like Drew did. Sooner or later, he got 3 years left on his contract. You got to look at a replacement sooner or later. Opposite of him is Davenport. No history of being healthy. That's a big question mark. Does he pull a Trey Hendrickson this year? Would be nice to see. Would really be nice to see. Of course, Onyemata is there. And of course, they got Shy Tuttle here, Malcolm Roach, Ryan Glasgow, all very likable and good interior young guys that I like a lot, like King Tut, like Malcolm Roach a lot. Ryan Glasgow stepped in and was showing up big time. But here's Tanu right here from Kansas City. Does he stay behind Davenport or does he go over here? Remember, they play him at defensive tackle. And all the experience you have, you mean you're going to move Shy Tuttle ahead of him? I just don't see that, in my opinion. Maybe you guys see it differently, but I think he is here. We'll see how it all looks. DeMario's here in the middle linebacker. We need help. You look around DeMario, it's a bunch of unproven commodities, whether it's Caden Ellis or Zach Bowen, who the Saints picked with the third-round pick last year. He has to step up, and Sean Payton and Dennis Allen like Zach Bowen a lot. He has the intelligence and the athleticism to play the position. He needs the reps to get better. A lot of people don't believe in Zach Bowen. I think we're being a little premature on Zach Bowen. If you get a guy like Jabril Cox to fall to you, it'd be hard for me to say not take Jabril Cox because of Zach Bowen. Zach Bowen is 6'3", 240, 250-ish. You could do something where you can have him in a pass rush scenario where you can get him out there to rush the pass, or you can do different things. It opens up your defensive creativity, in my opinion. But You got to have a replacement, whether that's Zach Bowen, pushing Zach Bowen, or whoever loses, acting as a backup for Demario Davis, who has 3 years left on his deal. If Demario gets hurt, you do not have anybody that can fill in for Demario Davis. That's why it's imperative that we address the linebacker position, whether it's in the second, third, or whatever is the aspect of the draft. Thank you. Just want to say, King Creole, thank you for your super chat, family. I got wrapped up in my analysis. But thank you, King Creole, for your super chat, my friend. Thank you, and who that to you. So, like I said, we got to be smart about it, and I think Coach Payton will operate a very intelligent draft this year as opposed to what we've seen in last year or in the 2018 draft. So we have to think about that because look at these linebackers here behind him. Caden Ellis, I like Caden Ellis a lot. He's in the same boat as a Zach Bowen, limited reps. Chase Hanson's a guy that Dennis Allen liked. He converted him from a safety to a linebacker. He played on special teams. I think he gives them special teams value. Wynton McManus and Dowell, these guys are pretty much practice squad linebackers. Then you look at our secondary, which I believe is the most hit of all of it. The secondary is cap, in my opinion, like my sons would say. You look at the cornerback position, Lattimore. Let's start with Laddie Daddy. Lattimore is dealing with the charge. You got a heavy-handed commissioner who probably going to give him a couple of games off because of what happened in Cleveland on that call. It's like, for real, Q, remember what he did to David Onyemata, who ordered that weed in the box, but David never got the box. The people got the box and said, "Is this your box?" He said, "Yeah, this is my box." And then they dropped the charges on him after he admitted to him. He took a class. Remember, he went and took a class. Then they dropped the charges on him. The NFL picked it up, and Goodell suspended Onyemata for 1 game for something that he ain't even smoked. So, I mean, and I could give you several other references, point of references of how Goodell punishes the Saints unfairly, you know? So, like I said, man, it's a part of it. Like, remember when PJ Williams got hit with that drunk charge, driving while under the influence? Remember that? And Goodell waited several weeks when the Saints got rolling into the season to suspend PJ Williams, who was balling at that time frame, 2 games. You remember that? So, like I said, he does this really kooky ass stuff with the Saints because he don't like the Saints because of that history of Tom Benson not liking his ass and voting against him. Well, he's a bastard, so he carries his grudges. That's why I don't like him. They got shirts at the Pro Shop, links in the description section. I got a collection called the Chump Missioner shirts. Show the platform some love and go buy you a Chump Missioner shirt and put it on and wear it for that bastard. But the bottom line is Lattimore is a dude that could lose. I'm expecting him to miss a couple of games. I'm just going to be honest with you. So if he misses games, you're going to definitely need to approach the secondary. And plus, Laddie's on a 1-year deal. He got 1 year left on his contract. That we got to get that done. You look at the other cornerback, the next to him, they got Patrick Robinson there, who's in his middle 30s, 1 year left on his contract, has always a repetitive situation with hamstring issues. It's always hamstring issues or something like that with old ass Pat. So, I mean, sooner or later, when he's in there, he plays very serviceably, but getting him in there is the problem. You know, so we can't count on Patrick Robinson in that capacity. And then you look behind him, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is the nickel back. He will not be the second back in the Saints modified nickel system. Dennis Allen keeps him at the third back because he is tailor-made for the position. He loves his attack dog mentality. He goes up and make sacks on the quarterback when he sends him the blitz. He makes open field tackles on running backs out of the backfield. And if he needs him to cover a tight end, he covers a tight end. Chauncey does it all. So the nickel position belongs to him. So don't expect him to take the number 2 role. So you still got an opening there. And then if you go behind them, there's Pale Grant Haley and there's Keith Washington, both of which I like a lot. They're very limited reps and they're very limited prospects. They're practice squad players pretty much. And then, of course, we won't throw the PJ Williams. Well, we got PJ Williams. Well, PJ Williams is listed as a safety because that's the best position to try to hide his defaults. A lot of his problematic coverage abilities, you try to hide him as safety because PJ is a good tackler. He's probably your top 3 or third best tackling defensive back that you have is PJ Williams. He will go up and make a tackle. And I love that about his game. But every other thing you ask him to do, it won't fare, especially coverage, it won't fare well for you. It will not fare well for you. But with that being said, that's why I was saying the cornerback position with Laddie Daddy looking at possible multiple game suspension. Patrick Robinson's repetitive hamstring issues. And then, of course, you're dealing with a topsy-turvy PJ Williams with no coverage ability. And then you're looking at prospects like Keith Washington Jr., who I like a lot, and Pale Grant Haley. These guys are still guys that are not there yet. So what do? You've got to address the secondary, man. Not just one pick. That's why I have multiple picks in this draft. A safety that can play cornerback that gives you some versatility there with one pick. And of course, if it's fairly, whether it's, whatever, we need to get somebody there next to Lattimore. If we take 3 defensive backs in the top six picks that we have, I would not bat an eye at that. The secondary is hit like a you-know-what. I'm just keeping it real. And then you look at safety, you even more tore up at safety. You look at safety, you think you got depth. Malcolm Jenkins, I'm telling y'all, after this year, Malcolm Jenkins is going to be put on the street. The Saints are not going to pay what Jenkins' contract is next year. They got to opt out in the contract, and they're going to get from up under Malcolm Jenkins. I was kind of surprised they didn't do it this year, to be honest with you. Why they didn't get rid of him? Because he was only brought to help the Saints defense get to the Super Bowl. Remember, that was he was brought here to do. So the fact that he's still here is a blessing. But then again, next year, I don't expect that to be the case. The Saints will be facing issues monetarily speaking again, and that's why they've accumulated so many of these picks. So ultimately, the Saints can get up off these goddamn picks and use them to address the team the correct way. You have 16 picks. If they have 8 picks this year, 7 picks next year, the Saints will do everything they can to fill as much depth in. And of course, they'll do the undrafted market as well, where they shine like a big dog at. So with that being said, look at your safeties. Look at your secondary. This is your goddamn secondary. Look at this. Look at this. This is your people here. Don't tell. That's why I said, man, secondary is the biggest need that you have. Look at this. You got PJ Williams behind Marcus Williams, the Rotisserie brothers. And remember, Marcus Williams is on a 1-year tag. They're supposed to sign him to a multiple year deal. But then again, what if they say we just won't see if he's worth it? And, we just was holding him just because we didn't like somebody. But what if they see somebody in the draft they like? Do they then sign Marcus Williams for an extended deal? I'm going based on what we have right now. Lattimore's on a 1-year tag until they give Lattimore not Lattimore. Yeah, Lattimore too now. I know he'll be here long term, but Marcus Williams is what I'm speaking about right now. Until they give him the multiple year deal off of that tag, I'm going to keep it like it is right now. Meaning I'm saying, listen, we still got to address the need. Because what if Marcus Williams get hurt? You still need value, and PJ Williams is not good value at a safety. Then you got JT Gray, who I likes a lot, but JT Gray is pretty much a special teams player. This is our secondary going into it before the draft. You cannot tell me that the secondary is not the biggest need for this team now and going into the future. So that's why I was saying, when you look at your depth, this is the unofficial depth chart. If you want to look at this, go to ourlads.com. In the depth chart section, go to New Orleans. They'll put up this depth chart, and then you can go over it and look at it and say, yes, 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 and see who you got there. Because I study this stuff, and that's what I do. So with that being said, I'm going to jump up off of that. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to roll over here, and I'm going to start showing y'all the rest of these people here so y'all can know who I'm talking about off of my current mock draft. So y'all just give me a second. Please hit the like button, family. If y'all didn't hit the like button, please hit the hell out the like button as well. And big ups to the rest of the Great Saint Think Tank. Salute to you guys while I was running my mouth. And I didn't take a swig of my drink. Tasha, this was to you, Tasha. Y'all stop asking Q questions because he got to take a sip of his drink every question. You don't sound like that, Tasha, baby. I got you sounding like Miss Benson. You better get out of here. You better get out of here. That's what Gail Benson. That's how she ran off those attackers that was trying to carjack him. He talking about she had a 357. No, she didn't. Miss Benson got them out of there by saying, "You better get out of here." And they ran up out of there. They were like, "Oh," and they ran up out of there. You better get out of here. Anyway, let's get going. Let's get on to the next one, man. And let me show the family members, man. This one now, of course. Hold on here. That's the wrong one. Hold on here. Let me make sure. I got it all messed up here. Hold on here. My first pick was not Jabril. It was actually it's my cornerback. It must have reset. Hold on here, fam. Let me get my cornerback up here. It was Mr. Newsome was my cornerback here. All right. So while that's loading, we're gonna go over that, but I'm gonna show y'all this as well. And what's up, Nick? Who that to you, fam? Big ups to you. So I'm gonna pull up brother Newsome here and give the statistics on him as well. But Newsome is my first call. Like I said in my mock draft, this in the final mock draft is I'm looking at these players, man, and I'm saying to myself, I like what Newsome brings. I like what Newsome brings. He's a fantastic cornerback. Hold on, let me get the full screen here, fam, so y'all can see him a lot better. All right, there you go. Now, as you can see right here, I think this is some of his tape right here. If I'm not, no, this is a mixture of tape right here from him. But anyway, Newsome, 6 feet, 192. I love this kid. I really do. You put the film on, he's physical, he's intelligent, he has a mean streak, but not mean like out of control mean. He's prideful. He wrestles with you. He won't let you get into your break. He knows how to grapple you, but let go of you. He chases you down. He bird dogs you. And I love this kid, man. I think he's special. I think he's a guy that can bring a lot of value to you. That's why I was saying about the Saints. You look at all of the stuff that they have to deal with. They could use a kid like this. He's special, man. I got to give it to this guy. His tape is fantastic, man. Coming from a small college, and that's the knock they're saying that he's from Northwestern. Coming from Northwestern, whatever. I'm gonna knock the kid from being that, but the NFL Network gives him a first round grade, and they rightfully so. He's a fantastic kid. If you look at, let me see if I can pull up here his play in the first 6 games of the shortened 2020 season. 12 tackles, he had an interception, 10 pass breakups. One thing I realized about him in on film, family, is that he attacks the ball a lot. Like if you're gonna throw in his direction, he's gonna try to break that ball up. And not only that, not just swiping at their hands, but like say the wide receiver caught the ball and then bring the ball down into his stomach area. Well, Newsome doesn't stop, until he gets his hand in there and just menacingly and just annoyingly keeps hitting away at the ball until it comes out. And that's a part of the game that I like about this kid. Very hands-on, really smart kid. Now, he has some stuff that he got to clean up, but my goodness, boy, I love this dude on tape. He's absolutely, you get him, and somebody telling me he might go in the middle of the first round, but if this kid falls to you at 28, man, listen, I love Newsome. On tape, he's fantastic. Overview says long limb, cornerback, angular frame, disruptive size, strength, well-versed in cover 3, quarters coverage, press man, equally adept at each 2. Hard to get a gauge on overall long speed, as most of the throws his way were underneath, but it's worth noting that he's above average with ball tracking, body positioning to defend the deep throw, which I seen that quite evident on film. The takeaway totals are nothing special. His length, timing, and sheer competitiveness make tape study of the contested catches he allows for completions a very sharp watch. He always has it. You know what is really good about him? He has great hand-eye coordination. You can see it on the film. He's like he said, he got a knack for it. No, that's a skill. He has great hand-eye coordination. He tracks the ball. It gets there. He knows just when to knock it. But if you watch the film on him. Great hand-eye coordination. He knows and has a knack to get there as well and make a play to disrupt the ball, knock it out, do stuff like that. He also a good tackler too. And he also intercepts the balls too. He get that hand on that ball. He'll pick that ball off too. Competitive. As well. Good size, has talent to become a good starter, and within first 2 seasons with the Saints, it'll start right away. Good strength, physicality, nimble feet, smooth back pedal, talented mirror match technique versus early release, meaning he's backpedaling with the wide receiver, then hips flip, switch, and then runs with them. Plays underneath, balanced platform, easy transition, showing the ability to recover with feet, not hands, PJ Williams, Patrick Robinson. Meaning I don't grab at you to slow you down. I catch up to you. Allowed 31.6 completion rate in just 8 yards per catch in 2020, which is absolutely ridiculous. Well versed in off man and cover 3 schemes to go with the press coverage. locates, maintains position to play the ball, assails receivers' chances on contested catches. He's annoying. He's a gnat. Drops forward the intent to punish and jar the catch loose. Like I said, takes smart angles to the reception, comes to balance as a tackler, always under control. In most of the tape that I've seen on Newsome, he's always under control. Very willing as wrap-up tackler and run support. And there are a few negatives. They'll tell you that he ain't playing enough games for them to get a true bead on his skill set, short amount of games. Some of them I even seen, some scouting reports said the conference in which he played against inferior competition, which is bullcrap. They say needs to do a better job of trusting eyes and instincts. I mean, that could be worked out. Tardiness, the open hips run with post route, that could be worked out with good coaching. But a lot of the knocks that they're saying about this kid is he can clean up. Now, I did see him get a lot of penalties because he 15 career penalties, including 7 pass interference penalties in his last 14 games. You know, which he's physical, man. He's physical, which I'll take that. You know, I think Coach Richard, our new secondary coach, can work miracles with Mr. Greg Newsome. I would not be mad if the Saints paired him with Laddie Daddy. My second round pick was this guy, Jabril Cox from LSU. Fell to me, 6'3", 231, some say 232, whatever. Linebacker, they call him. This guy is a safety. He's a linebacker playing safety. A safety playing linebacker, actually. Safety speed, covers all over the field. Doesn't get swallowed up. Could rush the passer. Excellent tackler. Very high IQ player. Very moral character through the roof, intangibles through the roof. Jabril Cox is the truth. He is the truth. We talking about guys like Micah Parsons who had attitude problems, saying that he could drop a bit. That's not the case with Jabril Cox. You look at guys like Xavier Collins, who a lot of people think can drop it for whatever reason. But listen, Jabril Cox deserves to be in the first round. He's very talented, very productive. He's an awesome player. I watched him at LSU for last year. He's awesome, man. Awesome player. And he got accolades all over the place. I ain't going to go through all of it, but, I mean, he did some great stuff when he was playing in the FCS over there with North Dakota State, and he made the jump over to LSU. Seamless transition. You think you're going from a small-town system, a small college system, to the big SEC will have a bit of a culture shock? Hell no. He kept balling. He kept balling and showed up massively for LSU last year. When he came to the SEC, he started in 10 games, he intercepted 3 passes, returned 1 for a touchdown, finished with 58 tackles, 6.5 tackles for loss, breaking up 5 passes, and he got that invitation to the – I mean, he's fantastic, man. What can I tell you about Jabril Cox that you don't know? I mean, he got all of it. And then, of course, they tell you he plays a little too upright at times. All this stuff that they're going to mention in the weakness or the hater report is small potato stuff that can be easily fixed by a really good linebackers coach. But this kid is a winner. If the Saints can add this guy to be behind Demario Davis or on the side of Demario Davis, I would love it. He would give the Saints defense a future, and imagine Demario Davis schooling Jabril Cox how to be a linebacker in the NFL. Could you imagine? Anyway, let's go to the next one. Milton Williams. I know you're saying, Q, I know 2 back-to-back Louisiana guys. Q, that's not going to happen. You never know how it's going to fall, fam. But we got ball players. You can't ignore our Louisiana guys anymore. It's too many really good ones high up in the draft that's better than a lot of the out-of-state prospects. But Milton Williams is another one of those terrific players. He comes from Cowley, Texas, went to Law Tech and showed up and showed out. Love this guy. I mean, he is the Bulldogs is who he played for, which is rightfully so because he plays like a Bulldog. Plays angry, under control, very strong, very intelligent. Got a few things he need to clean up, like I said, but most of them, that's what it's about. But he's fantastic, man. I love Milton Williams. Love what he brings. And just to give y'all a small sample size of what he did, let's get a little of his bio right here. Made a large impact in 2019, earning all honorable mention, all conference USA honors in 13 starts. Man had 59 tackles at the DT position, 9 of them for loss, which means he gets in the backfield, and he's a defensive tackle with 5.5 sacks. So not only does he create problems and make plays in the backfield once he breaks through the offensive line, but he also gets back there and menace the quarterback. Could you imagine Milton Williams' position next to David Onyemata? Becomes one of the best defenders in the Conference USA in 2020, receiving first team all conference accolades by leading Texas Tech with 10 tackles for a loss and 4.5 sacks among 45 total tackles and 10 starts. So he's a total interior defensive tackle who's menacing, who you put this guy next to David Onyemata, the Saints can keep it going. Shai Tuttle, Glasgow, Roach, we could keep on moving. Love what Milton Williams bring. Big lover of his tape. Plays hard, strong. He's a good dude, man. Good player. And as you can see, to give him all these accolades, his strength, power, quickness, good at looking into the backfield is another one of the good things. Keeping blockers at arm's length, looking and peeking at the backfield to see what's going on. Really intelligent. And then they're saying his weakness is he could be caught between positions. All he needs to do, because you could play it with Milton Williams, is he's not a nose tackle. He's not a Shelvin, a Tyler Shelvin, or any of our big nose tackles. He's not that. You know, Milton's a defensive tackle. He's similar to more of a David Onyemata than a Malcolm Brown. But that's okay because he has a nonstop motor and this kid is a winner. Listen, you got Newsome. My last draft says your cornerback is Newsome. He starts next to Lattimore. And then in the second round, I gave you Jabril Cox to be next to challenge Zach Bowen to stand next to Demario Davis. That's a plus. Then I give you Milton Williams to go next to David Onyemata. So I just gave you 3 starters to help add 3 levels of your defense. I gave you a starting cornerback. I gave you a potential starting sideline linebacker for the next 5+ years. And I gave you Milton Williams interiorly speaking. And then what else I'm going to give you? Let's move on to Jamal Johnson. Love Jamal Johnson. If you don't know who Jamal Johnson is, I invite you guys to take a look at his film. According to NFL Network, he's the second best safety on the NFL board. Some have him at 3, some have him at 4. I love Jamal Johnson. You put the tape on to this kid. He plays. He's an intelligent player. He's a ball hawk. He'll knock your ass out. Very intelligent. Love this kid's tape. Very productive and very versatile. Let's find out a little stuff about him. And I covered him before, but injuries was a problem. When his senior safety Marcelo Ball suffered the ACL tear, he stepped in. He had to step up his game, tying the team lead with 4 interceptions, breaking up 4 passes, posted 43 tackles, 3-4 loss with 1 sack, and 8 starts to garner second team all big honors from league coaches. He was ejected in the first quarter versus Michigan for throwing a punch at an opposing player. Did I mention he has fire? Did I mention he has fire? So does this guy. You got to have fiery guys like this, man. You've got to have guys with a heart in their chest that's going to fight for your team and take stuff personal on the field. You got to let guys know that if guys are flying around there making catches on your defense, that's not a good thing. That is your area of the field, and guys catching, wide receivers catching passes and sticking out their goddamn arms saying first down, that's an insult to defensive backs. You've got to make them pay for that. And Jamal Johnson is the type of dude that will make you pay for that. Let's get into some other stuff as particulars here. In the overview, ascending defensive back offering coverage and positional versatility for today's brand of football, Johnson offers enough fluidity to cover the slot and showed off impressive instincts and ball skills to excite teams about his potential as a high safety. Remember that you do not have long range, futuristic positional players right now in your secondary. Lattimore, 1 year left. I think they'll get the deal done with him eventually. Chauncey Gardner's there for a few more years, but Patrick Robinson, P-Rob, and these guys are on 1 year deals. And then the rest of those guys, JT Gray, I think JT's on a 1 year deal. He's just a special team safety. Then you have all these other players, that's there, people that's there. You need to look into the future. And if this guy falls to you, he's a fantastic fit, can do a lot of different things. Let's go over his position and scheme versatility, starting experience at cornerback and safety. Maintains eye balance throughout the route. Plays with good reads, positioning from the post. Instinctive, rangy, firing off hash over the top. smooth transition and a route match from off man, above average ball skills, possesses hands, body control to take it away, intercepted Ohio State's quarterback Justin Field twice in 2020. Diligent getting head around to find football. How important of a skill is this? We can never say enough. What's up, Marcos? Who that to you, fam? We can never say enough about a defensive back that can whip his damn head around and locate the ball. Ken Crawley, PJ Williams, all these bum ass, silver trash can ass cornerbacks that we had here could never turn around and locate the football. That is a skill within itself. But this kid has a propensity to do it. That's why he makes the picks. He's smart enough to know to look when the wide receiver's looking. They'll hint it to you. A small amount of them will wait at the very last minute to turn around. That's some of the elite do that. They won't telegraph the ball is coming. They'll turn at the very last second. But the majority of them, over 80% of the NFL wide receivers, telegraph to you when the ball is coming. They will turn around and stare at the ball, which is a clear indication to the guy covering them that the ball is on the way. Turn your head around and look. You might be able to make a play on it. You know? But Deion Sanders said it best, didn't he? Deion Sanders said there are two type of cornerbacks in the NFL. Two type of ones that look to make a play and ones that look to not get burnt. Now, you tell me some of them cornerbacks who Patrick Robinson and PJ Williams, which one of them they is. You don't take much to figure that one out. All right. And then, of course, a lot of rarely out of position. This dude is really intelligent, man. He got some weaknesses, but look at here. Not too much on his weaknesses. They talk about him need to wrap up better his tackling. This kid is a player, man. And this guy slipped to me at the 4th round. This guy represents the future of the safety position for the Saints. He can play multiple positions, the nickel and corner. He's a great value if he falls to you. I would love Jamar Johnson to be on this team. I really would. Okay, let's go to the next one. I got Big Brady Christensen, the big 6'5", 300-pound plus offensive tackle from BYU. And I picked him up because I thought Coach Payton would probably want to add a prospect to the tackle position behind, we got James Hurst there who plays tackle or guard. But if you look at the other guy, is Ethan Greenwich, and I have very little faith in Ethan Greenwich's game. I'm going to just be real with you. I think Brady Christensen is a guy that could push Greenwich and help him get better or take the job from him. And I think I like him. If you put the film on and watch Big Brady Christensen, he has, for a big guy, has very nimble feet, really intelligent. He's a good dude too. Really, religious dude, but people love him. They like him a lot. But you look at his overview, short hands, long torso, big barrel chest, play strength at the point of attack. It's NFL caliber. And has enough movement to get most blocks that are asking him. Understands strength and works around his limitations in the run game. He's a bit of a waist bender, but you can clear that up, which will need to be eliminated. But he has the punch and upper body strength to slow physical rushers. His lateral movement in the run game and pass protection is sluggish. Got to work on his footwork. And it's unlikely to improve much. Depends on who your coach is. Teams will likely try Christian as a tackle, but a move to guard is possible if they don't like his results, which I've seen that he is able, that you could play him at guard or tackle, which he does give you that positioning, but he does have a 3rd round grade. Brady fell to me in the 5th round. And I was like, man, this dude is here. So, I mean, they said they got a few knocks on him, with his footwork and everything. But listen, this dude would be a good pickup for the Saints. Big offensive lineman that can give you some value. And I got him at the 5th round pick. All right, and let's get the rest of them. Patrick Jones II. I've picked Patrick Jones before in the previous mock. If you don't know who Patrick Jones is a fantastic defensive end, and I'm going to give you some accolades on this dude. You put the film on, like I told you. For whatever reason, he reminds me of a young Cam Jordan. Not established Cam now, but like college Cam. He reminds me of college Cam. Has the same type of motor, the same, he's a little bit more athletic, I think, a little more twisty, bendy. Type of player, if you look at him, but he's smart, man. He got a nose for the football, and he attacks. Let me give you some background on this dude right here, just to cover. I ain't gonna give you the entire summation of everything that he did because it's quite impressive, to be honest with you, what he did. But let me give you this, and then I'll give you some of the overview. He took a step forward this junior year, garnering 2nd team all ACC honors, Time for the team leader at 12 tackles for loss, 43 total stops. He had 8.5 sacks. Time fourth in the FBS with 4 forced fumbles. You see, he's very active, always around the ball in 13 starts. The AP named him a second-team All-American in 2020 after he tied fifth in the FBS with 9 sacks in 11 starts. 9 sacks in 11 games. He also posted 44 tackles. He had 13 losses, 13 tackles for loss, and 3 pass breakups. He gets in there and he makes things happen. And also they're saying him and Rashad Weaver, who's actually a pretty good defensive end too, I like a lot, that came over from Pitt. But the overview on this kid, man, you can't get away from this dude, man. I mean, it's just a plus all over the place. Linear edge rusher, NFL size length. They talk about lack of consistency and urgency. I didn't see that. I seen high motor when I put the tape on and watched this kid. Doesn't play with much of a commanding presence at the point of attack. I disagree with that. He does. You see some not be, but how do you talk about he don't play with commanding at point of attack and he got 17.5 sacks in 2 years? He commanded some type of shit, so you can't have it both ways. He has enough rush to get off to occasionally threaten the corner, but will find the sack production much harder to come by if he doesn't improve his hand skill and counters. That's just working on his moves, which Ryan Nielsen can do. Physical traits are in place. 3-4 outside linebacker. He does have that athletic ability to do linebacker. I'd like him at the edge. I think you'll get the most out of him at that. And they're saying he'll be mostly a backup. I think he works his way into a starting role. He gets bigger with the right team. Now look at his particulars there. He's a respected team captain. People love him. This is the thing that really step out to me when you put the tape on. The dude makes plays. He gets around. He, like I say, he has a knack for the football. 17.5 sacks in 2 years is pretty impressive, y'all. 25 tackles for loss is freaking impressive in 2 years, fam. Size and length NFL teams are looking for. Slips blocks and gets into the backfield, obviously by his 25 tackles for loss, right? Maintains discipline on zone read assignments. Get off the ball with decent upfield bursts. Works for early. All that is fantastic. Agile tackler, all that. But they're saying urgency needs to play with more urgency and motor. That's not true. That's all I've seen this dude play with urgency and motor. Then they talk about below average speed and power conversion. Whatever. How the hell you get 17.5 sacks with average speed? I mean, come on, that's more of a plus of strength than anything. You saying he's not strong enough, but he still gets 17.5 sacks? I mean, listen, you could only beat who you play. And he dominated. 17.5 is pretty good for this dude. Get this damn dude on your team. He fell to me in the 6th round, and I put him on the team. And remember, I showed you that depth chart. Davenport, Cam getting older. Davenport hadn't get you a full season yet. Carl Granderson is a plus. 5 sacks last year, still very much a question mark. Who do you have outside of Granderson if something happened? Who you got? Not you can't talk about Noah Spence and all these other fanciful people that get hurt by looking at themselves in the mirror. I mean, come on. Patrick Jones gives you value there. And of course, my two 7-round selections is of Ian Book. If you don't know about Ian Book, I invite you guys to look up the film. This dude's a winner. He's a leader. He's not the biggest man in the world, but he's very accurate from what I've seen on film. He got a flowery touch on short and intermediate routes, has a great understanding of route perception of whether throwing the receivers open, similar to what Drew does. I've seen him do that. Also seen him throw the ball in tight windows, short and intermediate. He's a winner. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes on film. Should be a lot higher in the QB talk than where he is. I mean, he won more games than a lot of these other guys that's sitting above him. They're up there simply because I guess they got more money to pay a better agent to push him, and they could pay off Mel Kiper and Ty McShay to elevate him on their boards. But Ian Book, productive, if you put his numbers against any one of those guys, he's a fantastic quarterback, man. And I kind of discounted Ian Book, and I went and looked up his film. Love this kid, man. Do I like him as much as Ellinger? Close. I mean, I've been watching a lot of film on Ian Book. Love how he plays the game. Very intelligent. Doesn't turn the ball over a lot. Does have athletic capabilities as well. And I seen film where his eyes didn't drop to the level of the defense when they were coming in to plow him, knock him up out of. He still completed throws after getting planted, got up and made plays downfield. So I like Ian Book. I took him with one of my 7-round selections. I think he is a guy that I would love to have on my team as a prospect. I mean, Coach Payton and we're looking at this kid. Listen, I wouldn't be mad if they took Ian Book. I don't know why this man not listed a lot higher than what he is, but it's a damn shame because all he does is win, win, win. DJ Khaled, that's his nickname. DJ Khaled, all he do is win, win, win. That's all he do. Notre Dame's all-time leading winningest quarterback broke several passing records there, but he's mentioned at the bottom of the third tier quarterbacks or at the top or whatever it is. It's so unfair, man. And then of course, finally, Will Bradley King, a defensive end I picked out of Baylor. I think this guy here is very athletic. He does have the propensity where you can use him as a linebacker. But you can see him. He has value as a defensive end. He can give you help on the special teams as well. And just to get a little backdrop on this dude. And my defensive linemen, as you know, they got a propensity to get in the backfield and make plays happen. That's what I look for on film. Can my defensive end or defensive tackle not only beat their guy, but also get in the backfield and make stops behind the line of scrimmage to create minus plays for our defense? Can they do that? This is another player, Mr. King can. He started 13 games in 2019, receiving first-team all-conference honors with a team-high 13 and a half tackles for loss. You start to see that now? And then how about throwing in 8.5 sacks along with that with 49 tackles? Pretty good, huh? He also led the Red Wolves with 3 forced fumbles during that season. So like I said, it's these guys that I'm picking up. They give you talent. They have an idea. They know they are fighters with high motors that are very productive. They got a knack for getting behind the line of scrimmage and create minus plays that cause a disruption for your opposing offense that's playing. That's what these guys do. And of course, you look at some of the things that high IQ defender who made a priority from early in his career to sharpen his rush technique, create opportunities for himself. Not a quick edge burn type, but he does a nice job of using footwork, head fakes to catch offensive tackles leaning, create points of entry into the pocket, plays a mature brand of football with a turned up motor and good toughness at the point of attack. He's a little undersized as a base, but he's 6'3", 250-ish, which is more linebacker size in the NFL, but does give you pass rush acumen on a defense that has some defensive imagination. We always want the versatility out of our defenders, like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson can play cornerback or safety. Jamal Johnson does the same thing. He can play safety or cornerback for you, and so can this brother right here, Will Bradley King, can operate as either a linebacker or come in and rush the passer, or you can move. I mean, he adds some value. Facing some athletic limitations that might cap his potential, smart football player with the ability to become a quality rotational defender. High football IQ, rush savvy, and they talk about wide tackles from inside rush position. Give him a lot of love, man. And of course, they talk about lethargic and all this kind of stuff. But listen, how lethargic can the man be if he getting back there with 13 and a half tackles for a loss and 8.5 sacks? I'll take that all day, man. I'll take that level of lethargicness every damn day. But anyway, let me go over my entire mock draft. First pick in my final mock draft, number 6, Greg Newsome, out of Northwestern, starting cornerback, goes next to Laddie Daddy. Forms a really solid cornerback tandem for the next 5 years once the Saints get the deal done with Lattimore. I love these tandem big cornerbacks with attitude. We've got them. Next pick, second round, Jabril Cox, LSU. Pushes Zach Bourne for the position next to Demario Davis. Could you imagine Jabril Cox being schooled by Demario, flying around the same field looking like a young Quan Alexander? Love it. Gives your defense youth and productivity, intelligence, smart, really good dude. And of course, third round, Milton Williams. Big Milton out of Law Tech comes in, starts next to David Onyemata, or he can become a rotational piece. If he doesn't start next to Onyemata, he becomes a very solid rotational piece. If Tanu, who's the guy they picked up from Kansas City, starts at the defensive tackle position, is there. They might move Milton there. They could circuit, but he gives them a future because Tanu is only on a 2-year contract. And I want to see they got to opt out in the middle of his contract. I think I remember seeing that when I was looking at Tanu's contract. It's an opt out in the middle of the year. I'm going to have to go double back on that. Next pick, Jamal Johnson. This guy is listed as the second best safety in the draft that fell to me with the 4th round selection. He plays, I won't say he's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, but he gives you Chauncey Gardner-Johnson type versatility. Very intelligent, very polished, very smooth, ball hawk, and you need a safety for the future. Malcolm Jenkins is not going to be there long. We don't know if Marcus Williams is a long-term option. Perhaps the Saints just flagged him this year to keep him here. You know, who knows until they get the long-range deal done. But anyway, you're going to need a safety of his type. You don't have a backup worth anything anyway. P.J. Williams is the backup safety. We got to get safety help. Jamal Johnson represents a higher ceiling at a cheaper price and gives you more futuristic value and versatility. And when I use the term versatility on a guy that can play two different positions, that means he can play two different positions and do it well. I'm not talking about some bum-ass silver trash can defensive back that they're calling versatile, but he gets burnt at cornerback and burnt at safety. That is not versatility. You cannot give somebody credit for being versatile if they shit it. Well, then again, you can in a mockingly fashion says, man, PJ Williams is sure as versatile as getting toasted. You can apply that there, but most people don't use versatility term or moniker in that manner unless they're being sarcastic. So versatility or versatile Jamal Johnson, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, these guys are versatile players because they can do both things very well. Could use that, brother. And of course, Bradley Christensen out of BYU, offensive lineman there. I like his value to come in as a young offensive tackle that can kind of help out. You got, if something were to happen with Teron Armstead, God forbid, Hurst will come in, but we need a backup for Hurst. And Brady Christensen can be used to play guard position as well. So it might be a piece that you can look at. And of course, we look at Patrick Jones out of Pitt. Like I said, this guy is incredibly versatile, 17 and a half sacks in 2 years. He's terrific. What can I tell you about Pat Jones? He's terrific. And of course, my 2 7-round draft picks are Ian Book, the winningest coach in Notre Dame history. How about that? Breaking all kind of records. You get him in the 7th round as a prospect, you're doing good. And of course, Will Bradley King, another fantastic talent. Not really, they say he's not really athletic, but he has a knack for getting in the backfield to help you at the linebacker or defensive line position. He gives versatility. He's good at both. The good versatility, not the super shitty stuff that we like to talk about when we make fun of PJ Williams or Patrick Robinson, right? Right? Big ups to the Great Saint Think Tank, man. Appreciate y'all dropping by as well. Big ups to Pelican Nola, man. Much love to Pace. Big here. Sure hope Peyton is looking at the show tonight. Well, we dropping some gems, fam. You know, we dropping some gems. And we're going to see what it is. All right. King Sun says, stop it. You pick Ellinger in the 3rd round. Well, no, Ellinger in my mock fell all the way down. I could have got him in the 6th, but I would have missed out on Pat Jones, man. But I was like, nah, I ain't missing out on Pat Jones. The value for Pat Jones is a lot more. Or he might be talking to somebody else. So I don't know. But big ups. What's up, Big Low? What's going on, fam? Good to see our Atlanta Saints family member, Big Low, in the building. What's up, big brother? Good to see you in the chat. Much love to you. All right, Dan says, Big Q, Pat Jones has a very high motor. He could be. I know, bro. That man talking about he ain't got no high motor. How you got a man? How the scouting report says he don't have a high motor, but the man got 17 and a half sacks in 2 years and 20-something tackles for losses. Are you kidding me? What the hell is his definition of high motor? I guess the guy got to be like a man that took a couple of lines of coke. He got a high motor. Nah, brother, you got it all misconstrued. All right, big ups to the rest of the family members in this thing. Big ups to the fam. Big Low said, I'm hearing that we can get a 2nd and 3rd or 4th round pick for Julio Jones. It's big that they're finally moving on from Julio Jones. That's a huge contract, but somebody gonna get him. Somebody gonna get him. I know it ain't gonna be us. We damn sure can't afford him. Brother Derek says Sean Wade. Yeah, Sean Wade is a mixed bag. A lot of people don't like Sean Wade, but guess what? His name is Sean, and he's from Ohio State. Chances are Sean Payton gonna draft him. Oh man! If anybody in the draft had an opportunity to get drafted, it's Sean Wade out of Ohio State. His name is Sean, and he's from Ohio State. Peyton, like, man, that's my guy right there. Ain't that terrible? Ain't that terrible? Watch he get drafted by the Saints. Watch. I know, Luke. Luke says, yeah, he would replace. I know, bro. We need a real safety, not one caravan and there's one. not a burnt out cornerback that we trying to hide his deficiencies by moving them to safety. And I told people, I said, guess what? Safety's got to cover too. Oh my goodness, they do. Yes, they do. We gonna hide them back there. We gonna hide them in the second, back in the second. Listen, I was like, listen, let's try to convert him to a safety because that's his best skill set because he likes to tackle. But a part of playing the safety is eventually you got to cover somebody. So I mean, that's a part of the game too. What's up, Lamar? Who that to you, bro? Thank you for that, bro. Appreciate you, man. Much love to the Great Saint Think Tank. Appreciate the super chats, the love, man. Appreciate y'all stopping by, man. All right. What's up, Josh? Tramal says, Q, you know Peyton will get it. Oh, I know. That's why I said, man, you got the dude name, Brother Derek put out there. He put, the dude name is Sean Wade, and we watch footage on Sean Wade. I watch Sean Wade play. Sean Wade is not that good to me. I'm just going to keep it real. I put the footage on. He come from Ohio State, but man, he ain't no, maybe way at the back of the draft, like a 4th or 5th round pick, something like that. But the dude name is Sean, and he come from Ohio State. That's Peyton's pick all the way right there, brother. I ain't going to lie about that. Devin C, what's up? What's up, DeJuan? He says, Marco Wilson from Florida is a good choice too. All right. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I know, bro. Thank you, Luke. Yep. Dada says one cornerback couldn't wrap up online. You know what's and that's the part of it that, okay, number 5. Yeah, I got you on that, Derek. I agree with you on that, my brother. Yeah, 5th round. And Sean Payton goes like Sean and Ohio State. Bro, how many family members in the Great Saint Think Tank think that Sean Payton going to take one Ohio State player with this draft? Put one in the chat. I'm asking the entire Who Dat Nation, the Great Saint Think Tank that's listening. I want y'all to do me a service. Put one in the chat if you guys think that Sean Payton's going to take one Ohio State player in this draft. Come on. Thank you, Derek. Devin says Wade is I know, bro. I know. I was watching. I was trying to give him the benefit of doubt. He got good speed, but dude, he was getting burnt a little too much for me. It was giving me flashbacks of PJ Williams and Patrick Robinson and Crawley. Look at all the family members. Look, Alex. Thank you, Alex. What's up, Sean? He says Belmore. Okay, yeah, I seen Barmore. I don't know if he'll be there, man. You know, a lot of them got Barmore coming off the board, like inside the 20 picks, like between 20. A lot of mockers have him going, but you never know, bro. But he's not a bad choice either. Not a bad choice. Devin says 1. Yep. Yeah, I know. I mocked him, Luke. I mocked Tay Goldwyn from UFC. I know. I mocked him, and I was telling the family members about him when they was making fun of me. Several mock drafts ago, I was breaking down Tay Goldwyn to him and telling them about him. Like, man, who this silver can, trash can cornerback you got here, Q? He fell to me at the 7th round of one of my previous mock drafts, and I was breaking them down. It's like, this dude a player. They gonna know. Look, Byron, Pelican, Nola, Tramal got it multiple times. Ain't that sad? This is the Who Dat Nation here saying, will Sean Payton take a Ohio State player in this draft with one of these 8 picks that we got? Put one in the chat. That's the statement. Thank you, Muse. Thank you, Revolt. Not this year. Revolt says not this year. So next year. Right, Revolt? Revolt saying next year. All right, I got you there. Thank you, Brother Derek. Yeah, Brother Derek know who it is. Because he's saying, I'm telling you, Brother Derek saying it's going to be the 5th round is going to be Sean Wade at Ohio State in the 5th round. That's what that Brother Derek said. Brother Derek throwing that out there. DeWine says, yep, and I bet he gets 2. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Baldy, what's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat. All right. Yep. I know, Brother Jerry. I'm just tired of their asses. I am. All right. Luke says, I hope not. I hate Browning and their linebackers is you only take Justin Fields. Right. He gonna be gone. So Daniel says, because I'm sitting here watching Pat Jones suck, Trevor Lawrence, what do you think about that? Well, listen, bro. From what I seen from Pat Jones, bro, I like Pat Jones, you know. Now he might have had a bad performance against Trevor Lawrence and Clemson, but overall, I still like Pat Jones' game, bro. What can I tell you? All right, Luke says, "Oh word, my fault." Gabe says one. Gabriel Thomas, who that to your fam? Dada said, "I disagree this year. I don't think Sean picks Ohio State. He didn't last year. He might got it out of his system, fam. How many people know that Alex Vanette, the safety, I mean the tight end that the Saints signed to a 3-year deal, is an Ohio State player? Did anybody know that? I was like, this dude gonna get these goddamn Ohio States on here one way or the other. All right, Sean, he said, "What do you think we afford?" Nah, I don't think so, fam. Nah. No, I don't think. I mean, if the price is right, I think they do move them in the division. If the price is right, if they can get value for them, but I don't think we can absorb both the contracts of Mike Thomas and Julio Jones. I don't think that's going to happen. So thanks for the question, Sean. Ramsey says that. Thank you, Ramsey. Tramal says, "Q, you heard?" Yeah, I know. I mocked him the last time on my last mock draft. Tramal, go back and listen at the last draft show number 5. I picked Peyton Turner out of Houston. That dude is a beast, man. 6'5", 270. I was telling family members about him. No. Actually, I didn't mock him. What I did was he was on the Undrafted Jewels show, which was the Lattimore show, when I played the whole Lattimore video and then broke down the whole Lattimore video. At the back end of that show, I did like 6 undrafted gems, in my opinion, that I like. And Peyton Turner was one of those people. So, yeah. Okay, thank you, Luke. All right, Byron says Peyton, like Ohio, he drafted Mike Thomas, Lattimore. I mean, not only that, but he brings guys that are former free agents on the team that come from Ohio State. Vanette, Jenkins, who else are there? You know, he brings them Ohio State. He loves them Ohio State's dudes, man. He loves them. Daniel says one. Yeah, I know, man. I know. I'm not even paying attention to it. I'll deal with it on the Pelican post-game report, man. I mean, my goodness, man. I don't know what to say about the Pelicans, but I'm going to be fussing tonight. I know that for certain because I'm looking at the side here, looking at them, stanking it up over here. All right. Big Low says, no, Big Low. We cannot be the New Orleans Falcons, Big Low. We can't, bro. We can't be the Falcons, bro. We can't. We get no, Big Low. Nah, Big Low, bro. We can't be. But y'all are the Atlanta Saints. Y'all got Fontenot. I told Big Low some shows ago, I said, listen, Big Low, I ain't going to let you live this down, brother. I ain't going to let none of you Atlanta people out there, and I'm talking to all of you Atlanta people out there, all of you Atlanta Falcon people, I just want to talk to you right now. And I'm going to tell all you Atlanta people out there that you owe whatever success this year to the Saints because you took our guy, Fontenot, and like I said, listen, there are a million places they could have went. But you came to New Orleans. You came to New Orleans to win, baby. You came and got our guy. You said, you know what? We can't win, man. How the Saints keep winning so much? We need some help. Let's go to New Orleans and get Fontenot because he can help us win. So that whatever success you Atlanta people get is due to the Who Dat Nation, baby. It's due to the Who Dat Nation. Because I would have ever went to Atlanta to get a general manager to bring him here and talk about help me win. Oh, no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell to the no. Hell no. Hell, I would never hear the end of it. You're not going to hear the end of it. So any success that you get is going to be due to us. That's why I rebranded them the Atlanta Saints, because it took a New Orleans Saint to come in. And listen, Font knows all Louisiana. I think he's from Lafayette or Lake Charles, one of those areas, and he came over, went to school at Tulane, went and took the job with the Saints. That man, all Louisiana. And he out there helping Atlanta Nation win. You're welcome. Hey, Big Low and the rest of the Atlanta Falcon Nation, you're welcome. You ain't never gonna hear the end of this. You never gonna hear the end of this. Oh man, oh my goodness, man, that felt good. That felt good. Oh, oh, I'm just letting you know, Big Low. I'm letting you know you about to start winning. Y'all about to start winning, brother. Listen, Atlanta Falcon family members out there, I'm letting y'all know y'all about to start winning. You know why? Because it took a black and gold man to help the red and black team out. And I'm telling all the rest of the Great Saint Think Tank and the Who Dat Nation out there, don't you, if you get in a debate with an Atlanta Falcon person, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to Revolt. I'm talking to you, Revolt. I'm talking to Trail, Revolt, Rush Hour, all the family members that's in Georgia, that's out there around them Atlanta Falcon people. I want you to let them know forever that you couldn't win on your own. You had to go to the Black and Gold Nation and go get some help. You had to call in the cavalry from the Black and Gold Nation to come in and help. I love you, Big Low. You my dog, bro. I'm just messing with you. But listen, let me tell you something, fam. That's right as rainwater, baby. That lets you know if you need help, baby, just ask. If you need help, baby, let me tell you something, baby. Baby, I'm talking at you, Atlanta Falcon people, baby. Baby, if you need help, baby, let me tell you, baby, I used to say this all the time, baby, back in 1975, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. Baby, the leaky will get the most oil, baby. Baby, you got to say something, baby. You just can't sit there, baby, and suffer in silence, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. You're wrong, baby. Baby, you're wrong, baby, if you suffering in silence, baby. The Atlanta Falcon people, baby, was suffering in silence, baby. They was suffering in silence, baby. Baby, they was losing the football games, baby. Baby, they lost the Super Bowl, baby. They were winning by multiple touchdowns, baby. Baby, I ain't even an Atlanta Falcon person, baby. I said, baby, I feel bad for you, baby. Baby, I'm going to admit, baby, I even started praying for the Falcons, baby. Baby, I started because I felt so bad for them, baby. I said, baby, I got to pray for the Falcons, baby. Baby, I prayed, and baby, our prayers was answered, baby. Baby, Fontenot said, baby, I'm going to take the job, baby. He said, baby, I'm going to take that red and black team, baby, and I'm going to turn them into something, baby. I'm going to turn them into something, baby. So, baby, appreciate you, baby. And all Atlanta Falcon, baby, listen, baby, y'all about to win, baby. Y'all about to, baby, y'all was lying, baby, about rise up, baby. You was lying, baby. You was rising up to a loss, baby. Now you about to rise up to some wins, baby. Baby, you about to rise up to something now, baby. Baby, you was rising up to mediocrity, baby. Baby, you was rising up to a loss, baby. But baby, you ain't rising up to that. Oh. Baby, you was rising up to a loss, baby. Baby, it was a fake rise, baby. You wasn't really rising, baby. Baby, you was turned upside down, baby. You was in the sky, baby. Baby, you had sky above you, baby. Baby, you had sky below you, baby. Baby, you was flipped upside down, baby. The plane was going down, baby, toward the ground, baby. But you didn't know, baby. Baby, you didn't know, baby, because you was flying over water, baby. And the water was clear, baby. And the water was mimicking the sky, baby. So it was blue sky and blue water, baby. Baby, you thought you was going up, baby, but you was going down, baby. You was going down in the water, baby. Baby, but it's all right, baby. Baby, it take a saint to save you, baby. It take a saint, baby. That's all right, baby. We here for you, baby. Baby, we might kick your tail, baby, every year when we play, baby. But, baby, sometimes, baby, you got to discipline the child that don't listen, baby. Baby, sometimes you got to discipline the child, baby. Sometimes, baby, you gotta discipline a child that don't listen, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. But baby, now you can say it, baby. You can say, I'm rising up now, baby. Baby, you rising up now, baby. Baby, take your finger and wiggle it like this going up in the sky, baby. Come on now, baby. Baby, I'm asking all y'all out there, baby. Take your finger like this and wiggle it going up in the sky, baby. Wiggle it going up in the sky, baby, because you're rising up now, baby. Baby, you're rising up the right way, baby. You're rising up the right way, baby. Come on, baby. Big Low, take your finger, baby, and roll it up like this, baby. Say, baby, we rising up, baby. Baby, you ain't going straight up like that, baby, because it's a lot of work to be done, baby. But, baby, you going up, baby. Baby, you going up, baby. Baby, you finally, baby. Baby, you're finally getting up there, baby. But it took a saint to save you, baby. Baby, you called out for help, baby. Baby, you called out and the saints came and saved you, baby. Baby, we saved you, baby. So put your hands up, baby, and rise up, baby. Rise up to the Atlanta Saint Nation, baby. The Atlanta Saints Nation, baby, is rising up, baby. Baby, they took the name off our dome, baby. We don't want it no more, baby. You can have it, baby. Baby, we had the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, baby. They took that away from us, baby. Baby, that's all right, baby. You can have that, baby. Baby, you can have that, baby. Baby, you can have it, baby. Now, baby, we got a man out there, baby, gonna put you on the right path, baby, and take you up in the sky, baby. Baby, we gonna do, baby, I'm telling you, baby. Baby, you all right now, baby. You was rising up to win now, baby. But back in them days, baby, you was rising up to lose, baby. You was rising up to mediocrity, baby. You was rising up to disagreeableness, baby. Baby, you was backsliding, baby. Baby, you wasn't doing right, baby. You were wrong, baby. Baby, you was dysfunctional, baby. But baby, you functional now, baby. Baby, baby, we love you, baby. Who that to you, baby? Who that to the Atlanta Saints? Who that, baby? Let's give the Atlanta Saints family members some oh, Big Low, you my dog, bro. You know I got to pick at you, bro. Big Low. Much love to our Atlanta people, man. Y'all know I'm just picking at y'all, man. Jamal say he sound Bishop like that's how that's how he sound, bro. Boy, I'm telling you, hey, bro, listen. Reverend Saint knew all them people, bro. Reverend Saint knew him. What's up, Damon? Big ups, bro. He said, Big Q, I just checked in for a second. He said, Big Dog, apologies. Nah, you all good, fam. You right on time, bro. We having a little fun. Good to see you in the chat, fam. All right. That's right, Anthony. That's right. Big ups to the Great Saint Think Tank family. Y'all know we just having fun. They rising up, baby, to a win now, baby. Baby, they was rising up saying that they was rising up, baby. They was saying that for years, baby, but not rising up to nothing, baby. Baby, how you rising up, baby, into nothing, baby? Baby, how you rising up, baby, and you ain't winning nothing, baby? How that go, baby? Baby, something wrong here, baby. Baby, you don't rise up, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. They lying, baby. Baby, they lying. They lying, baby. Don't let them lie to you, baby. Don't let them do that, baby. No, baby. Don't let them do that, baby. Who that to you? All right, Reverend Saint popped in, had to talk, have an extended preaching going on with the rest of the family members. And Reverend Saint never addressed the Atlanta Falcon people. You notice that, family? He never addressed them, but he showed them much love, man. Much love. Tim, what's up? Tim says, rise up and give us that compensatory pick. Y'all are too smart, man. Sean said, would you rather have Onwansu or Zay? I like Zaven, bro. I like Zaven Collins over he's not bad, bro. I mean, he's not bad, but I like the tape on Zaven Collins. I think Collins gives you a little bit more versatility. 6'4", 265 playing middle linebacker, or you can use him as a defensive end. So I would take Zaven Collins over them. Thank you for the question. All right. We're going to have a good Pelican post-game report. The doors are open. That's right. That's all right. Baby, the doors. Let me tell you something, baby. I'm going to say this, baby. Baby, I'm going to say this. Q, is all right for me to close out the show, baby. I ain't been talking to the family members, baby, in a long time, baby. Baby, I ain't talked to them in a while, baby. You know me, baby. I was in my feelings, baby. Baby, I was talking, baby, just now, baby. Baby, can I take over the show for the rest of the day and close out the show? Yeah, you know what, Reverend Saint, bro, you got it, brother. You can take over, bro. You got it, bro. All right, baby. Thank you, baby. You're a good man, baby. You know that, baby. Baby, don't let anybody ever tell you, baby, that you're not a good man, baby, because you're a good man, baby. Thank you, baby. Who that? All right, baby, listen here, baby. This Reverend Saint, baby. I'm going to be closing out the show, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. I ain't never closed out the show before, baby, but listen, baby, I got some words to say to the Who Dat Nation, baby. Baby, let me talk to you for a second. Baby, can I talk to you, baby? Baby, can I talk to you for a second, baby? Baby, I'm going to talk to you for a second, baby, because we're about to close out, baby. Now, listen, baby. I'm going to say this, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. I'm happy for the Who Dat Nation, baby. We got the draft coming up, baby. Baby, listen, let me tell you something, baby. We're going to do some stuff in this draft, baby. Baby, we're going to step up. We're going to do some stuff, baby. Then we're going to do it, baby. And we're going to do some good stuff, baby. But listen, baby, let me tell you something, baby. I'm going to speak to the Atlanta Falcon people one more time, baby. Listen. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. The Atlanta Falcon people, baby, been mad at the Saints for years, baby. But listen, baby, we ain't mad at you, baby. Baby, we love you, baby. Baby, ain't no hard feelings, baby. Baby, it's all love, baby. Even when we beat you, baby. It's out of love, baby, because you deserved it, baby. You see what I'm saying, baby? Baby, we had sometimes, baby, listen, back in 1973, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. I had a spearmint colored Cadillac, baby. Listen. That's right, spearmint colored, baby. With white seats, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. And Reverend Saint, baby, back in the day, with my backsliding days, baby, you know, I used to think the same way, baby. Baby, baby, I ain't want to get up into it nowadays, baby. But stuff when money turned up wrong, baby, I wasn't right, baby. Baby, I wasn't right, baby, when stuff turned up missing, baby. When I sent you out there with something, baby, and you come back short, baby, I had to put hands on you, baby. But that wasn't the good hands, baby. I had to change all that, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. Baby, I had to change that, baby, because that ain't how you're supposed to do it, baby. But let me tell you something, baby. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. I ain't no longer like that, baby. But let me tell you Falcon people something out there, baby. Baby, I love you, baby. So, baby, let me tell you something. When we beat on you again this year, baby, it's not going to be out of hate, but out of love, baby. Baby, it's not out of hate, baby, but out of love, baby. Out of love, baby. Love because I love you, baby. Baby, if we beat you, baby, it's because you deserved it, baby. Did you hear what I just said, baby? Baby, did you get that, baby? When we beat you, baby, it's out of love, baby. It's out of love, baby. All right, baby. Listen, baby, I thank y'all, baby, for chiming in the show, baby. I gave Q the rest of the show off, baby. I like thank y'all, babies, for chiming in. All y'all babies out there, y'all been fantastic today, baby. I love talking to the Who Dat Nation, baby. And I even talk to the Atlanta people, baby. Baby, I'm going to leave you with this, baby. If you going to rise up, baby, rise up to something and don't rise up to nothing. Remember that, baby. If you going to rise up, baby, rise up to something and not nothing, baby. Put that on the goddamn shirt and rock around with it, baby. Rise up to something and not nothing, Falcon people. With that being said, baby, I love y'all, baby. Hit the like button, baby. Buy something from the Pro Shop, baby. Join the Patreon, baby. Love y'all. Thank y'all for chiming in, baby. And listen, I'll see y'all later, baby, on the Pelican Post-Scan Report. Who that to you, baby? And I'm out.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome. Number one sports talking D's. We ain't like the Falcons. We won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit for Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media